Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, bloody hell. No, he is. You didn't see that. You didn't see nothing. Hello. Hi. Hey. Oh, the tiny screen's still in the way. Hold on. Let me just give it a tiny screen. Tiny screen, go away. There we go. Ah, yes, now you can see my beautiful face. Hello. Hi. Hey. Hey. Hey, hi. Hi, hey. Today, we're gonna get this tech priest done. Probably. Maybe. No promises. No promises. But we're close. We're very close to being done with this, as I shake the camera some more. I had to do some touch-up work since last time. Thanks to that storm, I wasn't able to show it, but I had already applied the Shrieking Grime. And I wasn't comfortable with leaving that on for a week, so I did take off some of the Shrieking Grime with the Spirit Mineral Water. So this is kind of the result we're looking at now. After he's been, cleansed and bathed in the holy waters. I think that Shrieking Grime did some good. Looks really good, doesn't he? Just instant ruddy detail on him, without much work. It even helped out his face a lot. It helped out his face a lot. His face really pops now, with nice little shadows. They're giving it some detail without having to paint anything too super detailed on it. I like how dirty the metal looks. I'm not sure if I should apply it to the cloak, because it got on the cloak on the front side, right? And the cloak on the front side looks really ruddy and dark, but I don't know if I want the rest of the cloak to look like that. I think I kind of like how the rest of the cloak looks now. So I think I just kind of want to leave that alone, maybe brighten this up a little bit. But he's coming together pretty good. I also have an array of videos that I have lined up. Arrayed and lined up. Yeah, I'm not being redundant there whatsoever. Like, for instance, this video that I was going to turn on soon it will be on soon, trademark perhaps. This is from the EFAP gang. If you know anything about EFAP, they're known as Every Frame of Pause. They do lots of video critiquing and stuff like that. They usually critique movies and some video games, and a lot of times on their streams they'll make videos about other people's content, about other stuff people make involving reviews of other movies and things like that. Very fun guys, very smart. Very good at the critiquing, yes, which is something which. They're part of the Objective Film Criticism gang, which is a good gang to be part of. I like my objectivity, at least to be as objective as I can, given the medium and all that. So yeah, they did a collective playthrough of Resident Evil 9, and by collective I mean each one of them played it on their own, and someone made a super mega cut of all of their gameplay from Resident Evil 9. And I made myself stridently clear on what I think of Resident Evil 9 when I was playing it. I feel like it's a half game. A game of half measures, right? Kind of we're doing a bit of Leon with the action Resident Evil, then we're doing a bit of Grace with the horror, but neither one seemed to really stick around long enough to make it a good impression. By the time Leon's gameplay really gets going, we go back to Grace, and Grace is awful. Grace is awful and boring, and just really kind of sucks as a character. And really kind of sucks as a character, and her gameplay is just Resident Evil 9 and Resident Evil 8, but not anywhere near as good as either of those games. Not anywhere near as good as either of them. So either you get like you get like the best part of Resident Evil 6 cranked up to 11 for like 10 minutes. And then you go to Grace to get the Temu version of Resident Evil games you've already played. The Temu game of Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8, that's just not as good as 7 or 8. It's Temu 7. It's the best I can describe it as. With some of the most asinine puzzles in the entire Resident Evil franchise, I would think. So, yeah, I was not a fan. It was fun, don't get me wrong. Like, it was a game I could have fun with. But it wasn't I don't think it was a very good installment of the Resident Evil franchise. I don't think so. I think it's the next one. It's a pass for me. What's next on the list? So, I thought it would be very interesting to pull up their the Supercut, which came out just a few hours ago, and watch that for their reactions to it while it was happening live for them, and then we'll talk about it. And I can make my little yippee comments in the corner. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Let me go see if my dog needs to come inside first before we start, and then we'll start painting. She's out there eating her own dog feces again. Disgusting creature. Disgusting creature. Also, I need to reorganize my desk. I keep saying this like almost every stream. I need to reorganize my desk again. I feel like the location in which I have everything is not optimal. It could be better. It could be better. Piper, get. She's under the table. Go lay down. You got dog turds in your mouth. You ain't. You got that nasty dog turd smell in your mouth. You ain't getting near me. Go. Grody. Anyway, let's figure out what we need to do with this guy. The fuck is Ass doing? Oh, okay. He's doing things. He's schizoing, I understand.
But then again, this came out yesterday, so...
This might be terrible. I have no idea. I am essentially a Resident Evil...
Make sure the sound's working properly.
It'll be interesting to explore it and see how much hand-holding the game gives you.
There we go.
Like, does the game expect you to have played the last 8 games in the series? My guess is probably not.
This is gonna be my first Resident Evil game.
Honestly, of all the Resident Evil games, despite the revelation at the end of the game, I really don't think you need to know a lot about Resident Evil to be able to play Resident Evil 9. I think it is probably the most new person friendly of all the Resident Evil games. I would put money on the table for that. Yeah, I think that would be fair to say. Yeah, it's like the most new person friendly. But yeah. The only thing I would say is not very new person friendly is... Hi, Teddy! The only thing I would say is not new person friendly about Resident Evil 9 is the Oswald Spencer part. Because new people to the franchise are going to have no fucking idea who Oswald Spencer is. They kind of give you the general idea by saying, he's the guy who made the T-Virus, basically. In the game, he's the guy who's basically responsible for everything that happened. Got here early today. Oh, good. Well, we started late, so you're technically late.
I was going to check out some before this, didn't have.
But yeah.
I've seen the Mila Jovovich movies, so that's going to be a good piece of education, right? I know Raccoon City.
Yeah, the Mila Jovovich movies. They'll be very accurate.
I'm familiar with the series. I say that having played a decent number of these games, I guess at this point. Yeah, Resident Evil Village, I wasn't super thrilled with that
All
game.
the time, Teddy, do it.
Reflecting the modern era compared to Resident Evil 2, which I thought was super cool, the remake, and Resident Evil 4, which was really, really good. But now this game presents as we're going to fuse these two together. We're going to have the modern sort of first-person horror sort of
try not to spill any paint
with the more action-focused gameplay that became more prevalent in the later installments.
Yes.
While enjoying story and puzzles about.
That is basically what they're going for with Resident Evil 9. They're basically going to try to do both. I don't think it was it 2000? I know you got me out of subby debt hell, but was it that much? Jesus Christ, man. I mean, you burn your money. How can I check? I don't know. I would just check to see how many what the subs sell for now, and it was like, I know we were like at minus like 46 before, or like something like that, before you brought me out of that. So you paid for like 50 subs. So I think it's whatever the amount of 50 subs is pretty much what you paid for.
Balanced experience of suspense and accomplishment at standard difficulty found among modern Resident Evil games. A traditional experience with the difficulty similar to classic Resident Evil games, recommended for long-term fans of the series. Autosaves during Grace's gameplay are limited to ink ribbons. Oh, I'm not even super into classic Resident Evil. Resident Evil 4 is where my passion begins. I'm not a huge fan of limited saves. Not saying it's a bad mechanic or anything, it's just not something I so totally vibe with. That would probably be for like a second playthrough maybe. Standard modern, it probably is.
Standard modern it is.
Let's go with modern.
Yeah.
Standard.
I'm gonna go for standard.
It's funny how so many people make such a big deal in the survival horror about the ink ribbons in Resident Evil and how important they were and how removing them hurt the game franchise, but yet you'll see anyone and everyone who I see played this game, regardless whether they have played the old games, regardless if they only played if they only like were in the 4 and after, or whatever, right? They always seem to prefer the version without the ink ribbons. They always seem to prefer not playing with the ink ribbons. Oh god. Well, hello there, Zora. I see you've arrived. I see you've arrived in my chat. I can tell because I'm in space now. I was on the ground, now I'm up here. But it seemed like it... I think the limited save thing... How are you doing today, by the way, Zora? I think the limited save thing was something that just kind of neat idea in concept, but when actually in execution, I don't think anyone really likes it. I don't think anyone really likes that. Likes the idea of it. Meh. Only meh. Not meh. Only meh. No meh. Only meh. I can't believe only meh instead of meh. Perhaps we can turn your meh into a meh with a meh. She has that tired that sleep can't fix.
We'll just go standard modern. How about that?
What are we doing? Are we doing classic? Are we doing classic or modern? We're doing. We didn't. I did. Fucking.
Oh, see, everything's fine. Nice and bright. Oh, God.
FBI.
Come to investigate while the Epstein's files are still redacted. Release them.
Sit normally. What the effect it's having on your spine, woman, as I slouch over my desk.
Grace.
Randolph?
Race
That was kind of fun. That was kind of funny. I actually did see quite a few people, and I wanted watching playthroughs of this afterwards. Make comments about, like, especially from VTubers making comments about how she slouches in her chair, and they're going, it's like, oh my god, woman, sit up. And like, I'm 100% certain everyone who's fucking playing this right now is shrimping like a motherfucker.
Oh, same thing.
She's got Grace Randolph's hair, though, hasn't she?
Coming.
Your desk is a goddamn mess. Hey, lock the computer. You fool. She's all over the place, this lady.
Well, I hope that clumsiness doesn't carry forwards into gameplay mechanics.
I think it would be way more fun if it was actually Grace Randolph and all the lines were done by Grace. I'm sure it would make the drama so much better. If this is about the report you asked for yesterday.
We found another body, one that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Well, all right then. That'll be me.
The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered.
Thank you for that little bit of exposition.
Thank you, Mr. Exposition. As you know, your mother was murdered there.
And I know it'll be upsetting for you.
Maybe put someone else on the job, dude.
Alyssa died 8 years ago.
I do enjoy the as you know dialogue. The as you know. let me detail some handy exposition to you of information you already know, but the audience doesn't know, and we can't think of a diegetic way to convey any of this to the audience. So we're just going to have a character just explain information that another character should already be painfully aware of. Like, here's some handy exposition for your consideration. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. This is a bit too bright a steel. That's a bit too bright a steel for what we're doing here. We need something darker. Too bright! Too bright! It must be dark. Where's my dark metals? Where uns to my dark metals?
Face the past.
Yeah, okay, but maybe not in the line of duty.
Confront that fear.
Well, maybe that's what you do in your own time, not as part of.
Yeah, that's for the therapy session, not for your fucking not for your fucking live in the active duty time to have my therapy session. Ah, some gamer subs with my Smuggalon cup. Delicious. Oh, speaking of merchandise, something's come in the mail today. Behind me, I have to grab it. Hold on. Finally, my purchases have arrived. Ta-cha! My Space King miniatures. Well, miniatures are fucking massive. My Space King models. See, we got a Star Defender. We got a Star Defender Psycho Warrior. Isn't he cool? Made of hard plastics. And we got the Psycho Warrior, who's just a gray hunk of plastic. So I can paint him however I want. And I was gonna paint him. Soon. We need to have a special day for him. Special day for this man, for him to get him painted. But it's on the list. So those showed up in the mail today. And also the Space King t-shirts and hoodies I bought are also finally showing up. I bought those back before Christmas, and they just now they're just now showing up. They have been gone for a while.
Investigation.
Generally speaking, if your agents have like a conflict of interest, for instance, if their mothers died in a particular building, you don't maybe send them to go and handle the investigation themselves?
Nonsense. Send them to the building.
That does look rather good. RE engine is a good engine, man.
Ah,
That is true. The RE engine's very good.
Stop doing that. It's silly.
I'm not sure about this.
Even looking at it on like my computer that kind of struggles a little bit with the higher end graphics now these days because of all the shit they demand. It's a good looking engine. It's a good looking engine. Makes the game look very good. I can't really complain about it on the looks level.
I believe I can change this, correct? Grace's camera and Leon's will go third for Grace too, I think. That's a bit better, yeah.
Didn't he walk past earlier? Is that the same guy? I could have sworn we walked past him earlier. See, he just look. No, he's black. He's not the same person. Attention to detail, it does help.
It's a black man.
Oh.
Say.
What? This is important when I'm running away from horrifying monsters. I'm just amused by, like, hey, you walked into an invisible wall if you want a quick turn. Like, you know?
Well, that was pretty challenging. I don't know how I made it through that section.
Okay, so that was just walk until this seems to be going for a much
Can't believe I
more
said the space again.
approach compared to 7 and 8. I don't know if the older games like this, but I guess probably not.
Hey, that's a restricted area. You can't go in there.
Oh.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I was like, isn't that my whole thing?
The FBI?
You don't
Yeah.
come across that way at all.
Getting all these strange deaths, huh? I heard they all have the same weird bruises. So you think it's something infectious, or? Hey, are you with me?
What the hello?
There might be answers inside.
Yeah, sure, right.
I like this guy.
I'm not sure here if she's just awkward or if there is actually something wrong with her.
She has the she has something going on with her.
Slow motion. Look at this. This is top speed for Grace.
No, space got a little boring after the 700th time I've been
Nothing to
there.
worry about, that's for sure.
Once I just started making a second house there, you know, it just kind of gets a little boring.
Silence, Wedge. I shall do the commentary.
Come on. I get it. She really doesn't want to be here. I know.
Shouldn't she have a partner at least? Sending her in with crazy trauma alone.
Read the investigation report. Wait, oh, why is that one? Yes, I am good at guessing which buttons are which. Investigation report. We should examine.
Where
the
is this
investigation
person?
report. I would have thought she would have done this
Snapwave online? Oh my god.
Look at it. Also, why can't I actually see?
But
the bottom of my
quite
own
certain I banned this person.
Come on, come on. No, it's not gonna. Not having it. It's not one.
Comes across the screen even though I banned him.
Open it without being-
Oopsie daisies.
What
Oh
am I
well.
doing? Oh shit, wrong one. Open, 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 open. I can zoom out, I can zoom in, I can press that button. Didn't do anything. That button, just that's out. No. Can I open it? Or is this just what I'm supposed to be looking at? Because nothing seems to be working. I can't see the bottom of my own screen. Hold on, I wonder if I can change OBS so I can see the bottom of my own screen. Because that will help. Aha. I can't see the bottom of the game screen, but I can see it on OBS now. Hasn't helped me much, but, you know, let's take, zoom in, zoom out, reset. How do I open it? Is there not an open button? Burning $5 to tell you to rotate the button around until an icon to open it appears.
No, not that metal either.
Though, do you do this with books? Is this a thing you have to do? You just rotate. Oh.
No, if we check, that's a new thing.
Books.
You keep sending me.
Rotate books around
Oh,
so I
you
know
did.
How to open them? I just open them.
No,
That's a you thing. I'm just saying. That's just why I remember, Teddy. I don't know what to tell you,
I
man.
feel like you should probably ask for some help here.
See, now I would be thinking, should probably call in some backup.
Yeah, I'd already find that pretty concerning.
Oh,
Who's there?
that's the part where I call for reinforcements.
Why is your gun in
Yeah.
the bag?
Yay.
There's normally be the part that would happen.
What do I do?
Well, have we got a little walkie-talkie?
Worth a try. Worth a shot.
To. You should be asking this question on the phone that you're using to call backup.
Mobile phone, call for backup.
It's funny that she never does. She never tries to contact anyone. How dare you bean boozled me? She never tries to contact anyone. She just fucking just goes, no, I got it. I got it. I got it. Blue bean. Oh. Toothpaste, but only a little bit. It's actually kind of a bland bean. Yeah, but only a little bit. I think a lot of the flavors doesn't exist in it. Which is kind of weird. It's kind of a gooey thing. Maybe the gamer subs is blasting out a little bit. Not sure. I know. I think I'm gonna apply some streaking grime over the shoulder arm and redarken it down. Streaking grime. No, it separated out a little bit. Ew, gross. Better shake that up. Shake it, 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 shake it. Shake, 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 shake. There we go. That looks more appropriate. Yeah, it's weird that Grace doesn't call anyone. Doesn't call the man outside. Doesn't call the police officer outside who's supposed to be helping her. Doesn't call anyone. She just kind of goes, I guess I better go upstairs where someone's clearly set a trap for me. What else would I do? She says, with a straight face. While everyone around her just goes, God damn it, Grace. God damn it, Grace. I mean, she has her underarm stanky cannon. What? Her, excuse me? She has like a ringy tiny pistol that shoots like fucking, pretty sure it shoots 22 long. What are you talking about? What schizo thing are you talking about, Teddy? All she has in RE9 is her like fucking her 6-shot handgun. Not even sure it shoots 9mm.
Motherfucker.
Sorry, what? I think something fell. From Slappy Goo.
The magic goo.
The Slappy Goo. I got me goo.
Yeah, see, that didn't work because I was looking away. I had looked away, so the jump scare didn't work.
Yeah, I really feel like we're tormenting the shit out of this girl as a result of this being a place she's familiar with and had a death in the family. I really think we should have said
I think
something.
actually we should probably just leave this alone. You know, I think he's probably just fine how he is.
I'm slightly off-put by the fact that constantly in my ear, I have Grace going...
It is very annoying.
I would be better off left to feel these emotions for myself, rather than having the character in a much more advanced state of suspension and tension than I am. Please never make those noises again. I didn't need to know what Bloodlines on a sultry Saturday night looks like. I mean, it's really hard not to make the noises because she's doing them all the time. It's like it's between that and just imitating Grace. Oh God, can you imagine Grace Randolph making those noises? That's something I don't want to hear.
She does. She does make all those noises all the fucking night. Not Grace Randolph, but the Grace in the game. Like every fucking time something happens, she goes. It's just so fucking annoying. It's so fucking annoying. I haven't played this Resident Evil. I have severe PTSD from Ashley and Sheva, aka Rochelle from Left 4 Dead. Ashley would scream, yeah, but like Ashley, you can at least like, you know, put her in her proper place, you know, in a trash can across the map while you deal with the fucking problems. At least when like things are getting serious, the game gives you an option to put her away somewhere so you can go deal with it. Grace, you're stuck with. You're playing her. That's your fucking main character. You can't get away from her. You think you can escape? Bitch, you're stuck with her. Just wanted to unlock the suit of armor so she couldn't be carried away anymore. Yeah, that was a funny thing. The new one, we played the new one on stream when it came out, right? The next Rambo meme. Which Rambo meme do you mean? You're going to need to be a bit more specific, because I don't know what you mean. There we go. We'll dollop that up with some mineral spirits. And then we'll just clean that off a little bit. God, I do like the way that cleans up, though. Cleans up pretty good. Engaging more and more destroyed, less and less human, more and more zombies. Oh. That's not really the problem with Resident Evil. The problem, like... I mean, it is kind of an issue, but, like, the issue with Resident Evil is just, like... Not only that there's more and more zombies, like, Resident Evil 9 would have been a really fun game. How is there still electricity? Who's manufacturing the weapons they're using? In Resident Evil, the world's still intact, so there's still plenty of people doing it.
Candy. Okay.
But like,
you gotta chill out, all right?
like the Leon sections in Resident Evil 9 would be good if it was just like balls to the wall action and murdering zombies. That'd be great. But the problem is, that's not what Resident Evil 9 is.
The place has been burned, and it's also possibly rotting, and I'm alone. Red flags everywhere. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Again, talk about red flags. Maybe this is even like a blood red flag. Oh, what? Okay.
I'm trying to think of what to do with this guy.
Hello?
But honestly, I think it's kind of done how he is.
They're like, oh, I don't want to speak to you, actually.
Who was it?
They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me.
Rude. They're coming. We need to go.
They're coming.
Grace isn't a very intelligent child, is she? Somebody asked for Miss Ashcroft, they then hung up, then the lights went out. Are you not putting...
She's not very smart at that age, no. The giant lake salamander. In the Fallout, from the Fallout game? I'm pretty sure that already happened. To be honest with you, Teddy, I'm pretty sure that already happened. Oh, shite. I didn't realize that was wet there. Giant lake salamander. Oh, the one from 4. Okay, that one. No, that one was just... At least Resident Evil 4, like, for Resident Evil 4, at least I would say, did away with a lot of pretense of, like, trying to be, like, a military weapon thing. At least Resident Evil 4 went, I'm just trying to take over the world and be evil. You know what? So you know what? At least that's something. I can respect Salazar for that. I can respect the main antagonist of Resident Evil 4 for that. Hi, Queen. But yeah, Grace isn't a very smart child, as all these suspicious things lined up, and she doesn't seem to believe that anything's wrong.
Putting one and one together, sweetie?
Who's coming?
Them, the vague people that we can't talk about.
Tell me what's going on.
Now is not the time.
Oh, it's one of those fucking things. There's nothing I could tell you that could add context to this, okay? Nothing at all.
But you could tell me if we're like in danger or something.
I can't explain it to you now. Not a virus, it was a parasite. Well, yeah, but virus, parasite, Las Plagas, T-virus, they're not functionally very different from each other. I know Resident Evil people will come screaming at me, they're so different, they're not the same thing at all. But they serve the same function in the story. They serve the same exact function. It's like the difference between zombies and infected in other zombie stories. There's no meaningful difference between them. It just allows them to change up the formula a little bit to add some extra things. Like infected can sprint, can be sprinty fast zombies, and the Las Plagas parasites can sprout the tentacle things out of their heads. But that's about it. But aside from that, functionally, they do the exact same thing.
Because it seems like we're in danger.
We can walk and chew bubble
G
gum
virus,
at the
T
same
virus,
time,
or
okay?
Boros
Let's
virus.
just
Yeah,
say
they all do the
once
same
we've
thing.
explained What's wrong?
I agree with the mother, now is not the time, but you've kind of put yourself in a position where it needs to be the time, and you've not pre-warned your daughter that power cuts mean bad stuff. And then you live in a city, which is just deeply irresponsible. So,
I mean, that is the thing. One of these things is not like the other. What's the difference between Ouroboros and the Las Plagas? Tell me, what's the difference? What's the meaningful difference between the Ouroboros and the Las Plagas? What's the meaningful difference between the T virus and the Ouroboros and the Las Plagas? Tell me. Go ahead. Write it out. Because you're going to write out something and I'm going to point out it still makes zombies. It still makes zombies that do the same thing. One was leashes actually controlled you but didn't mutate you. I mean, kinda. That's only kinda true. It didn't mutate you, but the leeches mutated themselves and then spread throughout your body to do different things to you. So, again, meaningfully not very different when the end result's kind of the same. When the end result's the same thing, the variables on how we got to that point don't really matter that much. In terms of a zombie story. Where's my other browns? I have a pile of browns. And I can't find the brown I'm looking for. Was it Nori Brown? Also, yes, I do love the storytelling device of the no, I can't tell you now. I can't tell you now. Can't be done. But now we're in a position where you kind of have to tell me something. You kind of have to tell me something because you can't just tell me later. Because that just puts me in even more danger. So you do have to tell me something. But you won't. Grace's mom will not tell her a thing. Not a damn thing. Until it's way too late.
maybe this is kind of on you. I know I am a bitch, though. Decrepit. That was a Shelby Oaks jump scare, that one.
I hope nothing bad happens to this nice man. Oh no!
Oh no, something bad's happening to the nice man!
Don't help him. Don't do anything.
They never do anything. They never help.
Move back, woman. The psycho cultist man is right in front of you. You know what? Why that probably happened was because you need a good view of him. I guess that's why they put us in first person, but if you have it in third or you know, free aim, you could just put us close to the guy anyway.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on?
Yeah?
Nope.
Mom, what are you doing?
Nope, not telling you.
What did you have?
Grace, that'd be spoilers.
I'm gonna get annoyed with you saying this if you keep saying it. Stop saying I'll explain later. We have time. You're not saying anything else.
Grace, come on.
I'm right here.
Why isn't all of this cutscene? I don't really know why they're giving me control. I was hoping to find someone to pick up or read or investigate, but not so much.
Yeah.
So
I don't have a problem
Yeah.
with games that have lots of cutscenes and games that have very long cutscenes. What I don't like...
How dare you head pat me again? Hello.
...that don't seem to exist for any particular reason. All of this flashback exists because the writers...
Yeah, it's the thing. Like, so a lot of games are doing that recently. A lot of the newer games with a lot of fancier AAA games seem to like do a lot of these scenes where just like here's a scene that's obviously just a cutscene, right? But you can still move around in it, but you can't go anywhere and you can't do anything. You have to follow the person because it basically rides you on rails to get to that point. And you just sit there and go, man, this would have been better as just a cutscene. Instead of forcing me to stand here and just press the forward key until we get to the actual cutscene. Why wasn't this whole thing just made into a cutscene? Since you have no actual interaction to be had here. You know? But no, a lot of games recently are insisting you do that. A lot of games are insisting that you just like play along with the cutscene, even though, you know, you can't really do anything in the cutscene. You can't really do anything, so I don't know why it bothers. And it's and especially the games that like hit you for like a 30-second stint of this, and then have a cutscene like right after, which is even more galling because it's like, okay, so we are having a cutscene. You just wanted me to fuck around for 30 seconds for some reason. I don't know if it's just like hiding loading screens or something. Like if someone thinks like a more diegetic way of hiding a loading screen of some kind or something to make it easier on the game engine. But man, it's annoying. But man, it's annoying as fuck.
Want to tell us about her past. The game doesn't benefit from giving you control of the character for 30 seconds at a time.
Grace, look at me. Grab my hands. Oh, Grace. I promise you. I will explain this.
You keep telling me you'll explain it later instead of explaining it.
One more of those, and I'm going to be tempted to slap you.
Please know that you...
If my family members told me that, like, I'll explain it to you later, I would strike them. I would strike them right on the spot and go, no, motherfucker, you're telling me now. No, motherfucker, now. We're not waiting for your dramatic death later. Your dramatic death later where you don't explain anything to me. And I get to hold your hand as you slowly pass from this world in a very dramatic fashion. You're going to explain the plot to me right fucking now. But no, that's not... But we do not live in a just world. So Grace's mom's gonna die without explaining anything.
But we don't have any of our stuff.
We can come back for it later, Grace.
And she's dead.
So quick, holy shit.
Why do they keep teleporting?
Yeah, he just teleports into the room, kills her, and then dies. It's fucking insane.
Well, Grace, I'd like to say this isn't your fault. However, it kind of appears to be your fault.
Yeah, it's good acting. I don't know what's going on. I'm just like...
This is probably the most plot-heavy Resident Evil I've seen. It is really story-driven so far. Normally, it just kind of dumps you into the action and like starts to fill in the details later.
Also, what the fuck were they thinking sending her here? If they knew that was what happened to her. Holy shit. Your mother was like mutilated.
Grace, it's time for your therapy session. We're going to send you to the place where your mother got her throat slit by a psychopath to help you feel better. Thanks, man. Thanks, FBI. Really appreciate it. Man, you think you just asked for the assignment to be sent to the Congos to dump off some cocaine instead? Can I get the cool jobs like the CIA do? Where I just get the fund rebel groups with cocaines and AKs? Why do I have to go on the therapy session and do some soul searching?
Like, right in front of her. Blood splat on her face. Like, maybe you got to address these issues, Grace.
Something important.
Right, I know.
I'll explain later.
I know. It's like the only thing I can do. I know. It's the only thing I can do.
How many times are we gonna tell her that? How many times are we gonna say that?
Her bitch mouth and told me.
You would have thought that might have come up, you know, in between the 8 years. I mean, I certainly
How dare.
to find out.
How dare you kick me?
Heebie-jeebies.
Pretty cool.
Spooky man!
Okay, calm down. Now just trying to make every noise in the city happen to make me jump.
Yeah, they play the jump scare card. This section and the section after this where they have Grace running around from the spooky girl, the spooky big gopher girl who bites. They just have they're just like they drum up like every small noise to be a giant sound, like as big as possible, just to jump scare the shit out of you. And it's ever since then. It has giant gopher teeth. I mean, yeah, basically it has giant gopher teeth. That's what the creature is. It's a gopher creature. It's creature gopher creature. What else would you call it? All right, now I need to. I think the main body of this man is done. Right? Let me show you. I think the main body of this guy is pretty much done. He looks pretty sweet. Gotta say. But now we got the other parts, his accessories. We got his weapon that we still got to paint. And we got his backpack that we still got to paint. I think we'll do the backpack next. Yes, I think we'll do the backpack next. Yes. Yes, the backpack. We'll start with a painting of iron. Yes, the backpack. Anyway, let's watch Grace get absolutely fucked by the plot.
Oh, that is lucky that that survived the fire.
I have to rotate it until I learn how it opens. Open it. Do I rotate it again? I do. And
Rotatis!
Work has settled down and we're heading to a new town the day after tomorrow. I'm thankful my freelance work allows me to work anywhere, but I'm worried about Grace. It's difficult to her to make friends when we're constantly on the move, and she creates videos persecuting those with Tourette's. Maybe we can spend a little more time...
Wait, that's not part of the plot. Wait, hold on.
...the differently abled.
Well, it's an old disc. We're gonna need a relic of a PC for that.
Jump scare.
Sorry.
Oh,
Just jump scares everywhere in this game.
Are you okay? What do I do?
Grace, I do not believe he's okay.
Run away or shoot him, or all of the above. I wouldn't still be standing here. He's vomiting teeth and everything. He's not well.
He's disgusting. He's gaining Tourette's.
What?
Kill him. All right, that. All right.
Nah, what?
All right, the fucking guy who fucking. We get our fucking arm caught on the fucking the random cart there. Our coat somehow gets like latched on it. Somehow, I'm not entirely sure how the fuck we managed that. And then he slaps the gun out of our hands with a shotgun. Blows the gun away, so now we can't get it. And then he just fucking, and then we have this weird fucking sequence where we're quote trapped because our coat sleeve is slightly caught on this little hook here. And so just lifting our arm up and pulling it out so that we can be unhooked, we instead we're doing this. Playing the game of dodge the shotgun point blank for some fucking reason. Instead of just lifting the arm up, pulling it out, and moving away from the man with the gun.
What? What is going on? What is happening?
It was such a confusing section. See, and he's only helping us. He got us out of the Chinese finger lock.
Hey, see, I knew we would see eye to eye in the end.
We got him, yeah.
You see, you can tell Critical Drinker is a writer. The see eye to eye line. That's how you get the big writing bucks. Ow.
Seriously, drop the weapon. My goodness.
She did. As soon as the guy lunged at her, she flung the weapon from her own hands.
These zombie noises.
Yeah, these zombie noises are not great. The zombie noises in this game are not great. It basically feels like everyone's doing a really shit Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. They're all just going, like that's like the zombie noises you get in Resident Evil 9. Oh, I'm sorry, infected, because they're infected with something. I don't even know if it's a T-virus anymore. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, but they just make zombie noises and go. They're so fucking goofy.
Come on.
I don't think that's how physics work, but okay.
That was
Well, out the window he goes.
Wasn't it?
Can we go get the gun, please?
for backup. Go back
Is anyone
downstairs.
there?
Go get your jacket and get your gun.
We're not going to...
Yeah, you don't go deeper in, because, dear God.
We've never been. We're gonna go and get the weapons that we dropped. What are you doing? Do you want to die?
Why are you in the FBI? Who hired?
I mean, that is the thing. She just got attacked by a zombie. The police officer was just, she knows someone's in here taunting her, like trying to draw her further into the place, into the hotel. And presumably was the reason that guy turned into a zombie. At least from her perspective, it would make sense, right? And yet she's just like, nah, I could like leave. I could like, you know, go back down the stairs, grab my gun, grab the shotgun that was left down there. Go back out the door that the policeman obviously had to have come through to get into the building in the first place. I could go out, go call backup, use my cell phone that I have to call for backup. But no, she just like wanders further upstairs towards the music of the obvious fucking trap. She's not a very smart person. Like, Grace is just not a very smart person.
Hired you.
And how is she in the FBI, indeed?
I'm ready to do like a bit of actual gaming rather than just like basically have a 2-minute struggle session and then straight back to another cutscene.
Yeah, see, this is probably bad, Grace, honestly.
Hello?
No.
Yeah?
It hasn't been easy.
No, I'd leave.
Yeah, why are we talking to this weird man? Why are we not going out the door?
Was a drunkard.
Who are you?
I'm the one who planted that body. I'm the one that brought you here. I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. Miss Ashcroft.
Survival skills of a fucking sparrow.
Man, she gave up fast. There's no point in trying. She's terrible at everything.
I'm going to be spending quite some time playing as Grace in this game, and so it would be nice if in the opening sort of 15-20 minutes I was made to kind of like her and not think that she's just a
Survival skills of a lemming. And she's in the FBI. I'm just pointing out, the story says she's in the FBI. She's a data analyst, but still, she's in the FBI. I think even the data analysts go through basic self-defense training of some kind if they're expected to go out into the field. Like, right? But survival skills, survivability of a sparrow, like, just does not just gently. Well, like, if they expect you to go out into the field at some point, I would expect you would have some, like, self-defense training in case you have to deal with a suspect. And if they're going to send someone out in the field who has none of that, who's like a data analyst and usually doesn't have any of that and wouldn't normally have any of that stuff, they'd send someone with you, like a partner of some kind, or someone who's used to field work. They wouldn't fucking send you alone. But, like, and some people say, like, the police officer was supposed to be the person that she sent. The police officer had no idea she was even coming. It doesn't seem like it. So I don't think he was waiting for her. It's just weird. It's weird that she's sent here alone. And I think, like, the justification for it is that the FBI director's kind of in on it, on this whole conspiracy thing going on. But I feel like that's, like, I feel like some of that's, like, reaching, because I don't remember really any data logs that said anything like that. I feel like it's just some people that infer quite a bit to justify the plot rather than something that's actually in the plot.
Same black one.
But maybe it's in a note somewhere I missed.
There's our boy.
Oh shit, it's this guy.
6 survivors are raccoons.
It's the man who's drenched in oils that all the women goon over.
Here we go again.
A former T-virus researcher.
Oh, here we go again.
Just got a report of a missing police officer. It might be unrelated, but he disappeared near where the 5th body was found. You there, Leon?
I'm just aura farming.
So Leon's like 50 in this. Holy shit, man. Like, I'm 10 years younger than him. I wish I could look that good.
Check it out.
Yeah, here we fucking go.
Here we go.
Oh, wow.
And then here's where the game becomes something entirely different.
Stuck in traffic.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You've got to be shitting me.
What the?
Yeah, Gideon's
carrying her out of there, and nobody gives.
Gideon's master strategy, everyone. Just kinda, I've kidnapped the girl I want to kidnap. I'm going to go walking. I'm not gonna have her like get put in a van or have someone come up and pick me up with her or go through the back streets. No, I'm just gonna walk down the road with an unconscious woman draped over my shoulders, and things will just be fine. And then Leon just coincidentally shows up at the exact moment he chooses to do this. It's insane. Insane coincidences.
Really? He didn't even put her in a bag.
Why is he doing this out in the open? You're not allowed to carry bodies of unconscious women whilst looking like that.
I mean, it's New York. You might be able to get away with it.
Hello.
All right, come on.
Well, it's not New York. It's
Let's use
fantasy
those
New
legs
York.
and run after this fella, okay?
What's going on?
Fuck me.
Leon, can you hurry up, dude?
Leon, can you hurry up so the man doesn't start a zombie apocalypse in the middle of the fucking city as a way to cover up his escape? Also, I liked how his plan for escape was just, all right, well, Leon spotted me. Time to start just infecting everyone with a zombie virus around me. That'll slow him down. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. You could have just avoided doing all of this with just a windowless van picking you up.
You have the power here, okay? You need to stop this now.
Leon, what's your sit rep?
I'm going after Victor.
Not really, though.
Can't let him get away.
I'm going after Victor eventually.
You already did. They give me the same tooltip. Hey, if you've hit an invisible wall, you need to go the other direction.
Sir, are you a zombie? Be honest with me. Goddamn. He's infecting the whole world with Tourette's. Stop right there. Yeah.
Do I have like a...
Goddamn.
Oh, but it's got a health bar, I presume. Neat. I can feel unhinged walking around like this.
Excitement.
Jesus.
How far back?
I just like how Leon has no fucking chill in these segments. Like, let's point out, right? That man just turned into a zombie. And Leon fucking splits his skull in two. Just like a slash to the face, and then a twist, and his head fucking, the top of his skull pops off like a fucking can. Pops off like a fucking, like you just fucking took a can opener to it. I don't know, Leon. I'm just kind of thinking the parents would have preferred an open casket funeral as opposed to a closed one. Like, you calm down a little bit. Like, he seems very eager. Like, oh boy, here are more zombies to kill.
Get away.
He's already gotten away, Leon.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
Can I melee him? Yes, I can. Oh, that was fun.
I can already see that the Leon stuff's gonna be pretty fun, alright?
Yeah. Yeah, the Leon stuff's sick. Just like fucking...
Okay, that kind of rules.
Like, god damn, Leon. Like, god damn. Fucking just... I've never seen someone get their head curb stomped on the side of a fucking car before. Like you just put his you told him to just open his mouth on the fucking curb.
What do we got here? What? Okay, yeah.
It's just
sure.
insane.
God. Equip Requiem. What? Oh, the gun is called Requiem.
Yeah, the Requiem gun.
Oh,
What? What the fuck did I shoot just now?
Yeah, that gun's insane, by the way.
The fucking comparison to Grace's playstyle just now, like all slow, and then he was like, I'm just missing some backflips, kicks them fucking into the.
It's just a completely different fucking game.
Reference for these games. It seems like they named this game after this man's giant gun.
It's just such a wildly different game. But like, what was the Requiem rounds were like 12.75 millimeter by 55, I think it was. What was it? Let me Google. Let's see. Requiem. Requiem rounds RE9. Yeah, 12.7 by 55. Which is fucking huge. That's a huge ass bullet. 12.7 by 55. What takes 12.7 by 55? STs. Used to be in some Russian firearms. Fucking bolt. They were in firearms to the VKS bullpup sniper rifles. What the fuck is a bullpup sniper rifle? Ew, what is, ew. Ew. Gross. The bullpup's my sniper rifle is insane. Look at this. Gross. Yeah, I know bullpup is behind the trigger magazine fed weapon, but like, why would you bullpup a sniper rifle? Like, I don't see the benefit of doing that, like, at all. And it makes the gun look gross. It makes the gun look gross and wrong. It's gross, it's wrong, it's disgusting.
I lost him.
Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under.
I lost him. I was busy killing all the zombies.
Leon, we're running out of time.
Wait, that's it for Leon for now? Oh.
And there goes the fun section.
From someone, hanging them upside down is not an efficient way to do it.
Well, hanging them upside down makes sense.
You're not going to show it? Come on, game.
If you're like, not to sound like a psychopath here. I mean, not to sound like mostly a psychopath as I shake my legs a little bit and shake the table. Hanging them by the legs would make sense if you were like trying to bleed them dry. But usually that involves slitting the throat. So that all the blood rushes down and out. What butchers do to some animals. And it's fucking brutal. It's fucking brutal. And it's also what the killer in Exorcist 3 did to Father, what's his name? I forget. The father character was killed in the hospital. And if you're calling that spoilers, that movie came out ages ago.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't really make a lot of sense to just like to have it in her wrist and then have like where it's dripping out, it's like lower than where the injection point. Well, like have it go, like she has it injected here in her arm, right? And then it goes up and then down, which doesn't make a lot of sense. You can see my mouse over here. Because that just kind of counteracts any, like what you want is like gravity to do the work for you. So it makes sense if it was just like, if it was like in her arm here and then just went down to the jar here, but that's not what he did. So he kind of just, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Stop making so much noise. You're still in enemy territory,
She's not very good at being quiet.
Knock it over, okay.
But I mean, in this case, I can understand why she's not being good at quiet.
I tried first, but okay.
That's right, these are perfectly natural noises that will not in any capacity alert anybody.
I know we're obviously still like sort of in the introduction portion, but I mean, we got a lot of cutscenes so far. I assume that we are entering sort of game proper now.
Oh, why did it cock?
It takes a while to enter game proper.
I am at this point surprised that we are toggling back and forth between two characters for not very long at a time. We were playing as Leon for 10 minutes, and if I'd hit every...
I should probably make some progress on this before I end up spending the rest of the night doing something else.
Why is it? Do I not have the mirror things on top? That looks so funny.
But yeah, you have like this, you have this prologue section here, you have the prologue section with Grace, you have the gameplay with Leon, then you have this section here, And this is just another prologue section. This whole thing right here is just a prologue section again. It takes a while to get into the game proper, and all the prologue sections in this section are nothing like the rest of the game.
These blinds here.
It's insane.
It's look awesome. It's gonna be so spooky.
So, oh, for fuck's sake. Spooky, atmospheric. You gonna blink for me again? There's a door. What do you mean it's too dark to see? It's a door. Look, you're even showing me a button prompt. It obviates my need to see what I'm doing if you show me where it is. It's a door. Fuck it. We'll go the other way then. I guess we're blocked.
It's too dark. It's spooky.
I guess that's going to be our big quest then in this area, is to find a way to open this door.
Harriet Jones, the Shadow Ghost. Have you seen the Shadow Ghost hiding in the dark? Have you seen the Shadow Ghost staying from the light? Oh, I was expecting something. Okay. Have you seen the Shadow Ghost? Because she's been watching you. Stay in the light. You know what? I'm proud of you, game. I was expecting me to come out of the book and some spooky ghoulie was going to...
I wonder who made that book.
It wasn't a spooky ghoulie, it was a lamp. It doesn't count, guys.
With the way the rest of the game goes and what we learn about the Shadow Ghost girl, I have no idea who made that book and why. I have no idea who made that book and why. It doesn't make any sense in the actual plot.
Hey, thanks for the loud noise that made and just fucking instantly turning me around.
None of these are working so far. They're all a little bit too silly.
No fucking shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, I figure. Look at this man.
I think, Grace, you might be right. I think there's something about it. I can't quite put my finger on exactly what it is.
Oh.
The funniest fucking shit. He's dead. And she checks for a pulse. No, not possible, Grace. Have you tried CPR, Grace?
Fuck.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Am I lost? What do I do?
Go for lady, go for lady, go for lady.
Oh, Jesus! Woman, what are you doing? Just run in a straight fucking line! Walk, run!
Come in here, I'm gonna throw a bottle. Ah, yeah, that worked. I feel very lucky that I survived that encounter, by the way.
Should probably restart this.
As opposed to everyone else who didn't survive this encounter.
Hey.
I need to be nice and quiet. Or have you seen me? Yeah, you've seen me. Alright, well, I guess I'm fucked. Am I? Oh, no, don't tell me that this is going to cause problems for you. Don't tell me you can't account for this. Oh, no, okay, good. I'm trapped.
I think she accounted for it. I think she may have accounted for it.
No, that's probably not the time to be doing that, actually. Can I get past you? Oh, I'm stuck. Yeah, okay, well, Ripperoni. That wasn't great. The fact that, like, I could just sit there for, like, 10 seconds while it was, like, not really able to... It eventually dealt with it, but it feels like it detracts a bit from how spooky this actually is.
Get away from me, Granny!
Yeah, it's kind of awkward where you get trapped in a corner, right, with her, and you can and it's clear to see because of the way the creature's set up that the creature has a cooldown timer of each attack it does, so that you could, quote, get away from it. But if you're trapped in a corner and it's body blocking you, you can't get away from it. So then you end up just sitting there awkwardly for like 10 seconds going, you gonna kill me? I choose to think the Gopher Lady is just lulling you into a false sense of security. Just really letting the fear stew up there, you know? Gotta make sure you're properly afraid before she bites your head off. Can't do anything can't be too hasty now, Master Baggins.
Oh, like that. Oh, and then you get hit. Body blocked me. I think I'm dead. I can't get past this thing. Yeah, I'm dead. I can't get past.
Man, they all got fucking stuck on her. I didn't have this problem in this section.
Yeah, well, that was annoying.
Come on, get out of the way. Oh, well, that's not fair. I can't jump.
I didn't have a problem in this section at all.
Yes, I'm invincible.
Oh my good God, woman.
Unfortunately, he can't touch you while you're...
Shut up! It's weather!
Oh, yeah.
Cinematic jump scare. How did you not notice the hole in the ceiling?
Jesus.
Jesus Grace.
Oh.
You know, if she wasn't just fumbling everywhere, I think we could have gotten away from her.
Die because you're a retard.
What's going on?
Goddamn, the harshness. The harshness on display, but fair.
But thinking about having to do this again in subsequent playthroughs already kinda is like, I don't really want to do that again, because now I know how it works anyway.
This Grace lady, she's quite the character. Putting her across from Leon as well, you know?
I feel like the game still hasn't fully started yet. Because obviously I know that the Grace stuff has got to get more complex than that, right? That's like an introduction, but man, that's like a pretty basic introduction, you know? It's like very plain.
Yeah, I think this game did not do Grace any favors.
With my camera eye.
I think this game did not do Grace any favors by putting her in, like, across from Leon. Like, by putting her across from Leon, I don't think it helped her at all in this game. I think it actually hurt her quite a lot. People probably wouldn't have been so miffed about her if she had her own game entirely, probably. Instead of getting to get instead of her interrupting the better Leon game.
Why would you put the camera in its eye? That's the place that humans naturally look, because that's where eyes are. That is the worst place for a hidden camera.
Got a point. That is the worst place for a hidden camera.
Oh, God.
Mr. Kennedy, we need to leave immediately.
What's going on?
I don't know what's happening. Some kind of mass hysteria. The
Oh
hospital's
God,
on
look.
lockdown.
There's the
Mass hysteria, you say?
Leon, save her!
Leon, help. Leon, come on, you've been through this a million times. You know what this is.
Nah, Leon wants to see what happens here.
What? Dude,
Tragic.
Leon, you could have warned her.
Tragic, unavoidable.
That would have stopped this. You could have helped.
Why does the doctor have a chainsaw?
I think I want a second opinion.
Why wouldn't the doctor have a chainsaw? Don't you have chainsaws in your hospitals?
Oh, wait, I didn't want to use my healing item. No! Hey, come on!
You actually did.
Fringy's gonna do a lot of that.
Aww, it would be cool if it... Oh, that's no good. What is he doing?
Gonna brass that up a little bit.
What the fuck, man?
I think I want this middle section to be brass as well.
What is going on with that? What the fuck?
It's an evil chainsaw! A sentient chainsaw!
Yeah, see, this is fun. I want to do more of this. More of this, less of Grace.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Why are we doing this? I mean, it's fun. No, why did you get rid of the chainsaw? The chainsaw was OP.
Yeah, see, if the whole game was just this, at this point, everyone would have been like, this is the greatest game ever made. Instead of having half the internet hate this game and half the internet like this
It
game.
would cost me the chainsaw, but that I would get an insta-kill. Not that she'd be able to pull it back out. Even after, like, 2 headshots as well, but fair enough.
Zombies are very spongy in this game, I also noticed.
Game.
Well, that went well.
I love it.
Listen, it's an extreme way that... Leon.
I can already see that I'm gonna have way more fun with the Leon stuff than the Grace stuff, unfortunately. I can just see that, you know? What we were presented with initially there with the Grace stuff was pretty basic. It ain't especially interesting. We're right at the beginning.
I think this has gone pretty well.
What this is gonna turn into, but like right.
But yeah, like the
pretty entertaining. Like
the Leon sections are just way better. They're just way better than the Grace sections, and again, people would have been like, oh man, this greatest game I've ever made, as opposed to like now, where most people just like, half the audience doesn't seem to like it, Resident Evil 9 that much, and the other half of the audience seems to love it. It's a very divisive game. That's for sure. It's very divisive. And it's divisive because the gameplay is so... I don't know how else to describe it other than Now I'm gonna hit this with some streaking grime. We're gonna hit this with some streaking grime, and we're gonna leave it to dry. And that should be the weapon pretty much handled. I don't think there's anything else really left to do on this thing. Except hit it with the streaking grime and hit it with the let it dry and hit it with the mineral spirits. God, that's pungent. You can really smell that streaking grime. You can really smell this stuff. And you just slather it on there. And then I find a place I can actually put this down. Because I don't think I have anywhere I can actually put it down. I think I kind of just have to hold it. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I didn't think that one through. This is awkward. You know, this is kind of awkward. Not sure where I can put this. That won't be a problem. Maybe I can just, like, lay it across here. Yeah, that should be okay. I hope. Oh, well, we gotta wait for it to dry. It's gonna take like 30 minutes to do. And then once it's dried, we can hit it with the mineral spirits. We can hit it with the little mineral spirits, take off some of the clean it up a little bit. Take off some of the excess. And then it should be, and then we can attach it to this man. And he'll look pretty nifty. He's gonna look swanky as shit. Now we gotta touch up all this. Now we gotta do this guy. This backpack. Which you need to figure out how I'm gonna exactly do this. Lots of tubes and wires everywhere. Lots of little tubes and wires. Look at all these tubes and wires.
Level compared to just slowly walking around areas.
Hunt us, seek us, find us, break us. Alright, listen for clackety-clacks, everybody. I'm sure I'll get many of them, and totally not few of them.
What do you mean he did waste all the...
Totally won't miss those.
He told me earlier to draw the Requiem gun and shoot the zombies, and there were at least 5 of them, so I shot them. If that's gonna cause problems, then that's the game's fault for not telling me that ammo is extremely rare.
The Requiem gun.
Oh.
It doesn't really matter in this section because,
Did you just stand here and let all this happen again? What are you doing, Leon?
Leon sure does like to stand around a lot and wait. The Requiem gun though doesn't really matter that much because you got to give it to Grace in a second, and it takes no matter what it does, it takes away all your bullets anyway, and gives her Grace only 1 bullet with the Requiem gun, so it doesn't really matter if you save the ammo or not. It doesn't make Grace's gameplay any easier. Which sucks, because I feel like it should.
We had 4 shots left for that thing when I started here. And I think I used 1, so it was 3. Boo!
Boo! Boo, sir! Boo this man!
Randolph.
What are you doing here?
Someone kidnapped me.
Victor, get in.
I don't know.
Well, we should leave.
Oh, come on.
So about leaving.
Oh no, there happened to be a door there.
What does Victor want with you? Grace.
Grace, focus. We really are running.
Grace, please. Please, Grace.
Giving her the mega gun? Did you reload it?
Might need it.
Don't give Grace a gun. She'll shoot herself in the face somehow.
I like how he gives her the Requiem gun. He doesn't give her like the 9mm pistol that he has, or right. He gives her the fucking fire. You have 1 bullet and it's gonna snap your arm in half. Requiem gun.
Give her the big fucking gun, dude. Give her the fucking 9mm, dude. Why the fuck?
Yeah, give her something that's not gonna shatter her arm immediately, please,
He
Leon.
doesn't have any ammo right now. He already shot more than we had before the cutscene.
That's true. He shot 6.
Dr. Gideon.
So there shouldn't actually be any ammo in that gun at all, anyway.
Why don't we have a little talk?
This fucking guy.
I see you're exhibiting symptoms too. Umbrella's curse.
Boo!
I mean, he kind of went down without a fight there, didn't he?
So now this is bad, because I already hated Grace, and now the retardation is spreading like the T-virus, and it has infected Leon too. And now I get to play Grace with Leon's gun, when I could have been playing Leon with Leon's gun, if Leon hadn't been retarded, but he was.
Alright, yeah, the one bullet. That just makes me think
Scathing criticism there.
I imagine it's gonna regenerate or some shit.
Goddamn.
Evil after all.
No mercy.
Moon star. Well, we need those three.
This looks like it leads outside.
Look, Resident Evil, I don't need you to be doing this, okay? I don't need you to be doing the sort of Aloy kind of dialogue of the character talking to themselves to explain. I do enjoy that people are getting really angry about, like, that meme.
Yeah, I really do hate that that dialogue's becoming more and more common in games. I don't know if Aloy was the one who popularized it, Aloy being the character from Horizon Zero Dawn. But it seems like AAA games just like really do like the redundant dialogue of you see a thing tells you what you need, things tell you what you need to do. Oh shit. Okay, I knocked it over. But thing tells you what you need to do. Thing tells you what you think what needs to be done, and then character goes, "Huh, I wonder if I should do the thing that the thing told me to do the thing." And it was like, "Oh well, yeah, I got that. I got that after reading the thing that told me what to do. I don't need you to reiterate what I already know." But there's tons of this like reiterative dialogue like this, like you're not paying attention. You know? I mean, like, I mean, maybe they're just trying to hedge their bets, you know? Games journalist exists, after all. So, I don't know, maybe they're just like, oh, well, the people like this play this game, so maybe we need to make sure, you know, everyone's caught up to speed, but I think you have a little bit of faith in your audience. Just a wee bit. You know, I don't think this section right here, I don't think this section is attached to this section. I don't think that's true. Probably paint that back to being iron then. I want just the little casing there to be covered in this more bronzy color. But if they're not connected, then it should be the other piece. The other piece should be back to being the iron color that we just had it.
It's starting to piss them off now, but it's just like, yeah, it pisses you off because it's in a lot of games, some of which you might regard really highly for story.
There's going to be a bit of a disconnect there, because the stuff that Leon has come up against in the 10 minutes or so that we've been playing as him has just been off-the-wall fucking nonsense. Now we're playing as Grace in the same area that we were just in as Leon, and we've got to hope that we don't get a horde of 20 zombies sharing a chainsaw.
Dignity of the
yeah, she'd be fucking dead.
Of the stars, we are partners. Yeah, no, that's cute, but I mean, obviously we're working backwards here. Yeah, that's the reason why we've got this crazy sun, moon, star puzzle in this regular sort of normal place where you wouldn't.
I never expect, like, how do people get anything done in a Resident Evil office? Zumi! Oh my, so many people. And we're not even doing anything interesting. Hi, Zumi! The rat raid. Hello, we're painting miniatures and I'm watching people play Resident Evil Requiem. Hello. I don't know if the raid warning played at all. But the shout out didn't seem to really work. So let me make sure Zumi gets the proper shout out. Zumi, what were you doing? What were you playing? What were you up to? Tell me all the things. Zoo. The ratted. The lato Zumi sus. There we go. You were just chatting, just speaking to people, just talking to people. Disgusting. What are you talking about? This is cool. I mean, it's just a man. Just a duder. It's just a duder while I rant about Resident Evil Requiem. While I rant about Resident Evil Requiem, watching some other people have their a montage reactions of reacting to Resident Evil Requiem while they were playing it. It's not exactly the peak cinema. And you're playing Mortuary Assistant? Didn't you play Mortuary Assistant already? I could have sworn you already did that. Didn't you already, are you doing it again? Are you Mortuary Assistanting again? Just reusing content. Can't believe Zoomy. Nope. Oh. Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun? With your mortuarying and assistanting? Did you get 3 spooked? Perhaps even 4 spooked? You failed? I can't believe you failed. You let the Satan grab your butt like that? I can't believe you let Satan grab your butt like that. Hi, eggs! Why would you do that, Zoomy? But as I was saying, working in a Resident Evil facility as a scientist is the most. I don't know how anyone gets anything done in a Resident Evil science facility. I don't know how anyone gets anyone done. Imagine your work day. Yes, I'm fearing, and I mortared my boss. You broke his back and you made him humble. But he's probably fine. He's probably alright. But imagine this workday, right? You come into the office. You start bright and early. You're a new tech scientist coming into the Resident Evil Raccoon City Umbrella Corporation. You drive up to your workplace. You move up to the front door. You try to open the front door. You need 3 crystal orbs in order to open the front door that represent 3 different star patterns, and before you can enter your office. So now you're spending the morning trying to figure out the puzzles to get the crystal moon keys to open up the door to get into your office. You get into your office, you read your first fucking thing going on in the day. Jim has decided that he's going to create an orangutan with blade hands that takes a negative reaction to the presence of humans, and he's locked it in a room, hoping that it won't get out. You just sit there looking up at the ceiling, going, "What the fuck am I doing with my life? Why am I working with these lunatics? Why must I solve a labyrinthian series of puzzles to get started on my workday? Maybe I should go get a normal job instead of working with Umbrella Corporation."
Hello. Oh, hello.
A small child.
Is this meant to be a clone?
You can't see.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Grace. I couldn't have figured that one out.
You can't see.
I thought they were gonna let us pick that up, but all right.
Was there someone in the other cell?
No, don't worry about it.
Why are you in there? Everyone's gone.
I have Tourette's.
Oh no!
Are you alright?
I like how this guy just fucking, in the game, he just fucking... What was that noise? I heard a noise. That's probably not important. But this man just fucking was laying on the ground. I went and poked his body when I was playing the game. I was like, oh, what's this guy? And I poked and prodded him a little bit. And like, oh, okay, well, I guess he's just dead. And then I go, but then, oh no, so he can give a little jump scare when you're at the glass. Where he goes, stay away from her. He wasn't alive at all until that point. And then he revives just long enough to give you a little bit of handy exposition for your consideration, and then dies. Like, oh thanks, dude. Get away!
Gracie is not all right.
Who is this for game? There's blood everywhere, thinks Grace to herself, whilst looking at blood being everywhere.
Also, there's a little hole in there. What if the big spooky lady was once a child and she crawled through that little hole and then she grew into the tall spooky lady? And then
The world may never know with that theory.
Rip off your, I'm gonna say head, but who knows? That might not do anything considering we shot the head off the other one.
I sneezed.
Blarg. You really put the effort into that run there.
Die.
Jesus.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Grace, you suck. Leon would have been fine. Oh,
Leon would have.
One fucking bullet. Die. Shit. Run away.
Leon would have won that fight.
This did not go well.
Grace.
Looks like he's looking right at me.
It's like a fucking
You can't see me.
It's like a family with a successful older sibling just talking down to the younger sibling. Your brother wouldn't have been. Your brother wouldn't have failed that shot. Leon wouldn't have failed that shot. Grace, what are you doing?
Die. Run, Grace. Run past the butcher. You useless piece of shit. I hate her so much. Oh no, I should have saved my bullet for him. Oh no. Is that it? Oh, it's a gun. I can shoot people. Yes. It doesn't have any fucking bullets. God damn it. That's a useless gun. Hobble down the corridor. It's so boring.
No, not a useless gun.
Move faster. I can't even fucking jump to alleviate the boredom. What's in there? Is there bullets in here?
Yeah, she is very slow.
Yes, there are. Don't think platoon. I have to make it. Fuck you. Oh shit. Didn't go. Don't read chat whilst being attacked by zombies, Grace. You retard.
Close the door. You can't get me now.
Grace, open the door.
I think he can get you now.
So shit. Put it back. It's not.
Little Platoon is just not liking this. He's really not liking this shit.
I'm gonna find a spanner to open the door because Grace is shit. Oh god.
Ain't nothing.
Move on to another video while we wait for while we enjoy the Ooh, I forgot I loaded this video up. Did the My Hero Academia fan base fandom get worse? Yes. Let's see.
K-pop stands, Dream stands, Valorant players.
Let's change subjects entirely.
Sonic fans, Friday Night Funking, Bronies, furries, and most definitely Has-Been Hotel fans, and maybe Jujutsu Kaisen fans as well. These are all communities where
disgusting.
The association precedes them, mostly because from the outside, for one reason or another, a lot of them are described like they are the Nickelbacks of the internet, with the general assumption all participants of said groups radiate just as much ionizing cringe as the people that unequip their entire lower half just to use a public urinal. I didn't mention One Piece or Dragon Ball Z fans there for a reason, because I would rather not have the cartel after me. On my street address posted online after just saying a single negative thing about either of them. Hell, if you even say you're a fan and you haven't watched all 1000 episodes with subtitles and you don't know which one of Luffy's nuts stretch the lowest, they will not consider you a fan and will publicly shit on you for attempting to be one. But anyway, these communities...
Though, to be fair, with the Mr. Beast situation, that was clearly a fucking grift on his part. He never talked about One Piece before. He's never talked about anime before. He never brought it up. He never talked about anything. And then suddenly, with a little sponsorship from Netflix, a little sponsorship from Netflix going on, he's like, I'm a big One Piece fan. I love One Piece. And then when Netflix was trying to promote the new season of the live action One Piece, and just like, yeah, like at least in Mr. Beast's case, that was totally a grift. That was totally, I'm a fan of anime. Look, when Netflix hands him a bunch of money. So, you know, that one I at least agree, like, okay, yeah. I can see why people dunked on him for that, because he wasn't a fan. He didn't care for One Piece at all. He only cared about it as far as Netflix paid him to care about it.
Communities have a reputation like this down to one similarity they all share, which is usually the smallest percentage of the community that commonly accounts for 5 to 10% of the whole fan base, that are usually the loudest, most visible part and the first thing outsiders encounter, which results in that
That's basically every group, isn't it?
Initial and possibly only perception of the entire community.
That's basically... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. I just kind of realized what I was looking at. Oh, fuck. I was squinting down at the tube on this fucking... On this little coil on this backpack, and then fucking looked up and saw his furry squatting over a toilet. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh. What a fucking time to look up. Oh, God, help me. But it is the thing with fan bases, isn't it? It's all... What is it, Piper? Always constant distractions. Constant distractions. Can you go outside, Piper? Piper wants to go outside. Be right back. Anyway, most fan bases have the majority of fans who just enjoy the thing, and many times just enjoy it on their own without other people involved. And as I wheel my way in, as I wheel my way closer, I really need to make a more optimal setup for this. Many people just enjoy their thing, their fandoms, their favorite show, without really even talking about it most of the time. But then you just get that 5% that just go on the fucking internet and just go all around and being the most obnoxious people imaginable. And that's the one everyone thinks of when they think of your when they think of your fandom. It's insane.
Even though the rest of the community may not be like this at all, they may just be silently enjoying that form of media or hobby, but unfortunately they will still share said reputation just for being associated with that thing. But
yes,
those parts of the community are the ones that are seen the most, and are the people that either enjoy that form of media so much it will often be the only thing they post about, they are overly enthusiastic or serious about it to the point where it starts to become obnoxious or feel like they're trying to force it down your throat. Sometimes they base their entire personality around it. They mirror their own interests onto it.
Oh, God.
Over it. In the worst cases, they cannot distinguish fiction from reality.
Oh, God, don't remind me of the fucking... Don't remind me of bronies, man. Don't remind me of the bronies, man. I don't need to fucking be reminded of the fucking awkward YouTube videos I don't know if it's a fucking meme. I don't know if people are just fucking around, or the videos of fucking the man who sits across the table from one of his little plushy ponies trying to ask her out on a date, and I'm just like, I don't know if that person was just fucking around or what, but it hurt my soul. It physically hurt me to see. Also, I think Piper wanted to come inside again. Okay. And I hit everything. Rolling in again.
Anything about it that can even be remotely interpreted as negative, they will treat it like you have just slapped their elderly grandmother with a flaccid penis. and at some point it goes well.
I know, they probably fucking try to kill you on sight.
Which, with all that said, results in a reaction or use of the word cringe when the community is described by someone outside of it. And I think that is a common symptom many communities face when the media or topic it's based on becomes extremely popular, to the point where people that avidly enjoy it or have been there since it was a niche have to start hiding they ever had an interest in it. And there's nothing you can do to stop this, no matter how much gatekeeping is deployed. Once it graduates from a niche to mass consumption, you either deal with it, move on, or forever complain about it. There's no other option.
As someone who's experiencing this with Warhammer, as someone who's actively experiencing this with Warhammer now, as Warhammer becomes more and more popular, it gets more and more people involved who are a bunch of fucking... Oh, God, what did it even say? How did he describe them? Cringe-ass bastards, cringe-ass motherfuckers. The more consumerist Warhammer becomes, of people just latching onto it and just being as cringe as possible with it, it really does suck when the things that you love become really popular. Like, on the one hand, it's nice because, you know, the thing's becoming popular. It's nice to see the things that you like be successful. But goddamn, does it bring in some of the worst fucking people. When you hit that mainstream vein, when you hit that mainstream popularity, goddamn, the worst people really get involved in hobbies. I don't know how the fuck they show up 9 times out of 10, but they seem to just like infest everything, no matter what kind of hobby it is, no matter what kind of genre it is, no matter what kind of medium it is. It's like the same kind of person, obnoxious person, every time, who come in and just, I guess just ruin the whole thing would be just the best way to describe it. They start acting in cringe ways. They start trying to make the whole thing their personality, or trying to change the thing to match their own personality because they're just a bunch of narcissists. It just, oh God, it sucks. Sucks. But what about the MHA fandom? I've heard for a long time that the MHA fandom is horrific, but I know nothing about it.
Stands above the rest when it comes to this. Their history of
like even worse than Has Been Hotel?
Has been well documented. They were
insane.
Often described as the LeBron James of hated communities.
Really?
In their prime, just uttering the name of it was enough to inspire a visceral reaction from a normal person. And that
really
was the My Hero Academia fandom. Yes, My Hero Academia, the anime that was basically about a teenager becoming the top hero without originally having powers, in a world filled with powers, heroes, villains, and apparently the French. And by the end of it,
gross.
Alert, he does become the top hero, kind of, but then in the ending he sort of gets cooked and tossed to the side, which was still a better ending than Attack on Titan. And they actually did more and changed the ending of My Hero Academia in the manga and anime because people hated it that much. But yes.
That's true. People really did hate the MHA ending. I remember that. People were just like, the amount of Deku working at McDonald's getting cucked, what memes going around were fucking insane. So it is nice that they went, okay, that was a bad idea. Let's just change that ending real quick to something a bit better. Still better than Attack on Titans. 80% of the world has died somehow, trademark. But still, you know, God, Attack on Titan's ending was so ass. So ass. Waited fucking almost 10 years for that ending. And it was such a disappointment. Such an utter disappointment it was. Anyway, it's not about Attack on Titan.
This is a community that was commonly only described with either the words cringe or toxic. In fact, did you know even Jeffrey Epstein was a fan of My Hero Academia? Now that was a complete lie, but you believed it.
I think Epstein actually did like anime. I think that actually did come out that he had a couple. I don't remember which animes it was, I remember it was something based. All right, he was really into Yuri. That was it. Not to say anything positive about Epstein, mind you, but he did. It was something. It was some anime that he was a fan of that people were just like, man, that's kind of based though. But I don't remember what it was. I just know he was really into Yuri animes. I know he was into Yuri. That's about it. But you know what? That's about all I want to know about Epstein.
This community was previously hated from the outside and the current state of the world, I wouldn't be surprised if you did believe it. But he was apparently a Steins Gate fan, so do with that what you will.
Okay, but like, okay, it was Stein. Okay, I slapped the mic. Okay, but like everyone was a fan of Steins Gate. Like everyone loves Steins Gate. Now I don't think there's like a single person who really hates Steins Gate. I know some people were just like, it was alright, but like that, like no one hates it. Like that's the best kind of reaction you get. Just, the worst kind of reaction you get for Steins Gate was, Like it's like that's not really saying much. That's not really like, oh, he's a fan of Steins Gate. Like, yeah, him and everyone else, him and literally everyone, because Steins Gate was good. The Steins Gate was pretty good. I quite liked it. Wasn't my favorite anime though. I'm more towards the demographic than that. Not my favorite anime of all time, but I did quite enjoy it. Beans, it is time. How dare you? It is time me. How dare? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
Also, I know I did a video on this almost 2 years ago now, but today, different than that video, I wanted to look into why this community more than others was hated so much, where said hate came from, and since the anime has
pacifier,
is the hate for it still as prevalent? But first, how did My Hero
Banana
Academia and the community surrounding it come to be?
It was banana.
Stop!
What?
Deku, I said stop diggling me!
Holy bazookas.
What?
Was that your butt?
What? What the fuck? What? What in the fuck was that?
My Hero Academia was first introduced to the world through the manga that released in the weekly Shonen Jump in 2014.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Shonen Jump is like a manga or magazine that usually contains the latest chapters of a variety of different mangas, and if the manga lands in the Shonen Jump, it's seen as a big thing, as a lot.
Yeah, if you can get into Shonen Jump, that's basically you're guaranteed an anime spot. You're pretty much guaranteed an anime spot. You're guaranteed at least a decent amount of success. Even if your manga doesn't last very long in Shonen Jump, you're guaranteed to at least get some good amount of success. A lot more than what you would get on your own. If you Alright, let's see that. Alright, let's see this. If it's porn, I swear to God, I'll kill you.
You ever know?
What is this? Create your own monster.
Notice how people talk about monsters like they just appear. Like they crawl out of the dark, fully formed, teeth bared, ready to ruin lives. Like evil just wakes up one morning and decides to exist. Well, that's a comforting story. Well, it lets everyone off the hook.
But depends on the monster we're talking about.
Aren't born. They're assembled. Piece by piece. Word by word.
Jonathan McCrane.
Silence by silence. You take a kid, just a kid, and you tell them they're nothing long enough, and they start to believe it. You've shown them that kindness is weakness, trust gets you hurt, love is something that disappears the second you need it most, and what do you think happens? You think they just stay soft? Stay hopeful?
Are we talking about like monsters or human monsters?
They adapt.
Which monsters are we
talking about? They build armor
here?
Where their skin used to be. They sharpen their instincts into weapons. They learn how to survive in a world that only ever taught them how to endure pain. And then one day, when they stop asking for permission to exist, you look at them and say, "Oh, what happened to you?" Like you weren't there for every step of the transformation. Oh, we love to point fingers at the final product, call them broken, dangerous, too far gone. But nobody wants to rewind the tape. Nobody wants to sit with the uncomfortable truth that maybe, just maybe, the monster is the group project. You ignored them. You dismissed them. You hurt them. You left them to figure it out alone, and when they did, when they became something unrecognizable just to survive, you decided they were the problem.
Lovely speech.
But here's the thing about monsters. They don't forget who made them. And they don't stay hidden forever.
He has a lovely voice. I like his voice. Very nice voice. Very good reading voice. Don't care for the argument whatsoever, but very lovely reading voice. It does take the position that there are no such things as monsters that are just created. Well, that just exist. That even with all the help in the world, even when people don't ignore them, that they still just end up being monsters. They do exist. There are such people out there who are just have something fundamentally wrong with them as a person. And wasn't society's fault. It wasn't anyone ignoring them's fault. There was just something wrong with them. Such people do exist. Not all of them, mind you. Not everyone. It's case-by-case basis. But there are some people like that. There are some. But so, just pointing that out.
Of people read it in Japan, and it's where a lot of popular series like One Piece and Naruto initially received a lot of attention and was an essential tool in their later success. The author of My Academia is Kohei Horikoshi, who before he started working on My Academia, he had published other mangas such as Barraged, Omadoki Zoo, and a bunch of one-shots like the manga My Hero published in 2008. And if you couldn't tell, this was My Hero Academia.
But to be fair, though, we do happen to create our own creatures of destructions. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes we make them. Sometimes, but again, what I'm saying is that it's not all the time, though. It's not every time. Not every fucking person's just this misunderstood being or creature or person who has just been hurt by society or other people. Sometimes they're just fucked up. Sometimes there is just something wrong with them, and you have to be able to figure it out. You have to figure out, well, which one it is. And it's not easy. It's not easy to tell. But it's one of those things that just kind of it can sneak up on you. And it's hard to deal with. Because how do you tell without being there through every step of a person's life whether or not they were a monster always, whether or not they became a monster because someone treated them poorly, or someone wasn't there for them when they needed them, or because they're just fucked in the head, and they just thought that hurting puppies was cool. And then even though how many times they were told, no, that's not cool, they just never got it. No matter how many times they were, it's hard to say. It's hard to say which one's which. When one becomes the other. When one is the other. And many times you can't really... And many times it is just cleaning up the aftermath. True, some people are tragic characters. Some people had the inclination to be good, but something beat them down and make them into a bad man, right? And those times are unfortunate. And it does come. There is really not much you can do at that point, though. Is the other thing, like a person who is fundamentally broken because let's say society broke them down. To the point that I don't know, stab someone on a bus in the throat and leave them to die. Just, like, I don't know how the fuck you fix such a person. I don't know what you do in such a situation to try to make this better. to try to fix that situation. You know? It's like, a lot of times it's just cleaning up. It's just cleanup. And there's nothing else to be done with it. Try to do better next time, but it's really all you can do. Have you heard about D4VD? No, I have not.
Midoriya, a name shared with the later protagonist of My Hero Academia. They also shared a similar character design and backstory. This person also...
Yeah, I will say, this first design of Midoriya, I am much more vibing with than the later design.
had no powers or a quirk in a world where they are heavily...
You know, the one pop star that left a rotting corpse in the back of their Tesla? I did not hear about that, actually. Actually, I had heard nothing about that at all. I have no idea what that is, but that sounds interesting. Doesn't that just sound neat? Oh no. Just left her in the back seat, huh? That's horrific. Like, yeah, at that point... At that point, what do you do about that person? Oh, it was in the trunk. Okay, I guess that makes a bit more sense. 14 at the lowest? Jesus. But yeah, like, what do you do with the person at that point? Someone has a rotting corpse of a 14, 15, 16-year-old girl in his trunk. Like I said, there's really not much you can do at that point except clean up. It's... And that's if we engage with the argument that society made that person, as opposed to they themselves being created. They themselves being making themselves, apparently. To make your life become extra crispy. Is this in Japan? Or Korea? Is it in one of the Asian countries? You said pop star. So it doesn't sound like the US. No, here? Really? Is he white? I know it's a weird question to ask, but like... Okay, it's like... I know it's a weird question to ask, but like, I'm surprised that someone would get extra crispy that. Even here in the... Celeste David is not. I'm surprised. Seeing as the reference I just made about the man stabbing someone on the bus in the throat, he is being let go into society. The courts say that he is too unfit to stand trial for the person that he murdered. And he's being let out into society. Despite the fact that he stabbed someone in the throat. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised that in our court justice system, someone's actually getting life for something horrific. Because our justice system kind of fucking sucks now. What state is this in? Is this in Texas? Because that would make more sense. Hey, Coachella, there's a bunch of roads in the sky that say I don't believe Celeste is someone like that. Oh. I don't know where. Man, that's crazy. It's wild. Oh, drones in the sky. Interesting. That's weird. That's weird, man.
Involved in day-to-day life, and despite being quirkless like Deku, he wanted to still fight monsters or villains, with the only significant difference between the two being this character was a 25-year-old businessman and not a high schooler. The author actually really liked this idea but didn't consider developing it till around 2013, where a year prior his manga Barrage was cancelled after 2 volumes, and after being devastated with this, he decided to give the concept another shot, but in an attempt to cater to the Shonen Jump audience, he further refined the concept to the setting of a high school instead of a workplace, and with a main character significantly less emo, and thus My Hero Academia was born.
And thus all the flavor sandblasted out.
Nominated for an award a year after its release in 2015, and in the same year the anime adaptation of the manga would be announced and begin production, with the first episode being released in April of 2016. And by 2017, the manga
God, was it
would
only
reach over
2016?
10 million sales. So My Hero Academia...
I feel like my Hero Academia was older than that.
So did the community.
I feel like it was older than that. Was it only 2016? I mean, that's 10 years ago, but... I don't know why the original design reminds me of Luffy. He kind of reminds me of Akira. The show, the My Hero Academia show came out in 2016. I thought it was earlier than that, like 2014. They're making a One Piece Lego game based off the live action. Gross. Gross.
Community. As with the release of the first season of the anime, it would lead to the title becoming increasingly popular, and it even became somewhat of a gateway drug for those that have never watched anime before, as by 2018 it was almost everywhere.
Yeah, they're back in the time before COVID. One of them, not for me. I don't care for the One Piece live action, personally, but for My Hero Academia, back in the day when gateway animes more existed, now we got a bunch of fucking what people call hoodweebs showing up because of the COVID weebs is another way people call them, who all showed up because they were locked in their house and they had nothing to do, so they watched some animes because Demon Slayer was big at the time. And they didn't have anything else to do. Where they would never watch anime, they then watched it, and now they're latching onto the community, and they're all insufferable. All of them are insufferable. Do not like them. I think My Hero Academia was like the last... ban this person. There we go. I think My Hero Academia was like the last like big gateway anime that existed. Organically, that is. Like, Demon Slayer got a huge boost because of COVID, I would say. It got a massive boost because of COVID. But My Hero Academia brought in a bunch of people to anime who brought in a bunch of new audiences to anime that didn't exist before. I'm quite different about Demon Slayer. It's an alright show. I don't hate it, but like it's definitely an anime that is really overhyped, really oversold. If it didn't have Ufotable's animation carrying it, I do not think it would be anywhere near as popular as it is now, because the story is pretty blasé. It's a pretty blasé affair that heavily relies on shonen tropes and doesn't really do an adequate job of explaining its own world very well, and kind of just expects you to just accept a lot of things and move on. But it's of animes you could watch, it's not the worst, but it's not very great. It's not very good either. The two love Michael Jackson. Yeah, no, the story's pretty generic. The story is just usual shonen stuff. It's just the usual kind of shonen affair. If you've seen a shonen anime before, you've seen Demon Slayer. There's nothing really that much different between. There's not really that much to it. Again, it's the animation that's really heavily carrying it. I did not mean to click that. Where were we?
Audience he felt born and saw someone in, and by 2017 the manga would reach over 10 million sales. So 2018
Here we go. Here we go. I found it. I found it. I clicked too far.
Because that's when the anime started to become absolute dog shit. I'm sorry, but past season 3 it was terrible, and it only got better around the end of season 6, and you can actually chew on my freshly exported kidney stone if you defend season 4 to the first half of season 6. Anyway,
I see he's has a very strong opinion about that. I have no idea where seasons in My Hero Academia end up. When I watched it, I would say all the way until like the end of what the fuck was his name? Overdrive? The mafia boss with the little girl. You know, the guy who was like, he was part of the Yakuza with the little girl. I've seen one. What's the boot camp arc? I have no idea what season. I have no fucking idea what season that is. Was it Fullbring? No, it wasn't Fullbring. That was Bleach. What the fuck was this? What the fuck was that stupid man's name? Anyway, I guess it's not really that important. It was the end of that arc. The end of the fight of that arc with fighting the final guy. I thought all the way up to there was pretty alright. No way, it's like a little after Dr. Dewin. Who's Dewin? What the fuck was that arc? I need to watch it, look up. Not here. Over here. My Hero Academia seasons. Let me see. Season 3. Who is this? Oh wait, so this is the Hero Candidate exam. Okay, so season 3 was like when they were getting their hero licenses to be interns for bigger heroes. That was it. And in season 4 was when they had the arc with what the fuck was this man's name? I still cannot find this fucking man's name. Yeah, like midway through season 4 with Overhaul, that's his fucking name. Overhaul. Where Deku beats Overhaul. That, I would say, was when, after that point, when My Hero Academia got bad. And for quite a good chunk of time. Basically all the way into like the last 2 seasons of My Hero. Which was seasons 7 and 8. Everything after, like, so basically midway through season 4, all the way to season 7 was pretty shit. Yeah, I would agree with that. That would be what I would say was like the low point of My Hero.
Or peak in popularity, it was deemed to be on the same level as other titans in the anime industry. It was mentioned and present on almost every platform, and you could not escape it. However, with its extreme popularity came somewhat of an adverse side effect, and that was now that it was considered a mainstream anime, the community was now so large, it cultivated an environment of people that maybe loved the anime a bit too much, to the point where some could say it became a bit cringe.
We're not done. Daddy isn't done speaking.
What the fuck? What? What do you mean, Daddy isn't? Who is saying this? It reminds me of the street tier meme. The street tier.
We'll come back here. Daddy demands you to come back.
So
Who
at
the
peak
fuck
of
is
My
talking?
Academia's popularity in 2021 is when things like My Academia cringe compilations started showing up on multiple platforms. And they
I'm
got
afraid.
a lot of attention, gathering millions of views, and like most
Oh,
cringe
God.
compilations, they were a place for people to either physically recoil and curl their toes.
Oh fuck, I forgot that voice clip. Did you know what it's from? Because I have no idea what it's from, and that sounds cringe as fuck. Like I don't know who the hell made that, but I would just completely leave the internet after that and never return. Like, my God, man. My fucking God. How do you come back from that? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, that's just gonna be the way it is. Alright. You don't? If you were to tell me it was from a porno, I would not be shocked. Was it?
Committed in front of them. I still can't believe this was a video, by the way. Or some just watch these videos.
What the fuck was that?
Things they never thought they themselves would do. Or there's the rare occasion narcissists watch these videos to use it as a confidence boost. But yeah, around 2021, people outside and within the My Academia community began to really notice how potentially corny the fanbase was. And this was
Corny does not begin to cover this shit.
Academia fatigue. Once again, this show was everywhere. It had multiple seasons, multiple movies, multiple games, and
Yeah, it literally was everywhere. If you were around during this time in anime, it was fucking everywhere.
Disagreement of people who actually watched other animes, like the peak that is Code Geass. People were just getting tired of it at this point and the supposed blind glazing behind it. But that is somewhat normal for a large anime.
His answer had personality.
Just as much as
Oof.
My Academia and glazed 10 times more. But that series is still nowhere near as infamous as My Academia because overexposure alone isn't the only reason it has its reputation. Because it's more to do with the community surrounding the anime more than the anime at all. Now, My Academia,
Yeah, it does sound more like a community problem than anything.
which is no surprise since its intended target audience was teens to young adults. And with themes like heroes and villains and a world where almost everyone, except the cook, by default has a quirk, which is not only going to increase initial interest in the anime from said target audience, but also increase interest in the overall concept.
I gotta clean this
as
off.
They may start doing things like making their own characters with their own quirks, and then it basically becomes a power scaling issue because my OC Nagasaki Man can destroy your OC and one-shot the whole cast of characters in the show because he's that powerful. But because a lot of the fanbase are young, most are unemployed, they get easily obsessed with things because when you're that young you don't have priorities or worries, and maybe they have unrestricted access to devices without strong self-awareness. Which
Oh,
is
no!
what we saw with this community, a bunch of kids and teenagers expressing their interest and love for this show, which isn't inherently a bad thing, they're having fun I guess, it's just
It's from power scaling? Oh no. Are we actually having an OC fight? We're not actually having OC fights, are we? Oh no. Oh no. No. That's so cringe. Why? That's so cringe. Your character's not fucking real, kid. Shut the fuck up.
In some cases, unfortunately, it led to a reaction of cringe from third parties.
Kitty.
Don't call me Kitty.
Okay, I won't. Kitty.
If they kiss, I'm gonna puke.
What?
What? What? Yeah, this lady right here, or man, not entirely sure. Actually, maybe I shouldn't assume so much, but I agree. I'm filled with disgust and revulsion, and I've only heard 5 seconds of this. My body is falling ill to this.
Wait, no. Fine.
Yeah. Oh.
And there was a lot of this from the My Hero Academia community, not only people expressing their interests in the show, but interest in things like ships, which is wanting a character to have a relationship with another character.
Oh god, I like my care for power scaling only when it comes from actual things that contribute.
In the case of
like, I don't mind power scaling when it's like actual characters.
And some within said community took it way too seriously. On top of the fact some of the ships made no sense and some were just very weird. But it's safe to say that in their prime, the My Hero Academia community was infatuated with the idea of shipping. It was like 80%.
That's true. I've seen that.
At that time, people.
I have seen a ton of shipping with My Hero Academia characters. It like crazy extent of it. I don't understand it. I don't understand like where half of these ships even come from, or who the hell's even coming up with them. And it's just like I don't even. Like, the Bakugo Midoriya ship, I still found the yaoi buff. Yeah, it's the yaoi buff. The Bakugo Midoriya shipping made no fucking sense. And I saw people were actually upset when it didn't happen. It's like, motherfucker, why did you think it would happen? What drugs are you smoking that you think that was actually going to be a real thing? It's crazy. Insanity.
People created montages of their favorite ship, in-depth lore videos explaining how even if these characters may hate each other in the show, that was actually a diversion implemented by Horikoshi because those characters are actually both gay and both are heavily in love, and you can't tell them otherwise. And then you also had
you see that with a lot of fucking. That's a fucking thing that I see with a ton of people these days, especially after the fucking COVID shit. Me and the country of family said this like gay people says no gay relationships. Like, have you seen the people who get really mad when you quote misgender when the writer misgenders a character? Like, what was that shit recently with the JJK fandom, where one of the characters who the people in the community, in the JJK community, were saying was a female presenting trans person, right? And then the writer came out and said, no, it's a guy. It's a guy who likes to dress like a woman, but identifies as a guy. It's male. And the JJK community was so fucking pissed. They were so pissed that the author was extreme. They were calling him a transphobe, and he was denying the sexual identity of the character that he created. That he was the person who created that character was denying the sexual identity of the character he created. Someone make it make sense, because I can't make it make sense. It's insane. It's so crazy. Actually came out pretty good. Look at that. I do like the streaking grime. It does just change this thing up really good. Man, it seems these people really dislike yaoi. Funny how it's always the gay ones, isn't it? But it was the same thing with Yamato from One Piece, who the character who wants to be Oda. So she identifies as Oda. She identifies as literally the actual person Oda Nobunaga. Because she wants to be him. Like not a gender identity thing. Not like wants to be a man. Literally wants to be a specific person, right? And Oda, the writer, not the character, the writer of One Piece, not the character in One Piece, who's also named Oda, Don't get it confused. he called Yamato a she, and had her in like when he had a One Piece cover that had all the female characters in like bikinis because they were like at the beach or something. And had Yamato in a bikini as well, along with all the other female characters. And the One Piece fandom lost their fucking minds, going, "How dare you do this to a male presenting a trans person? Oda hates trans people and is denying the sexuality. Like, there's so much as denying the sexuality of the character. Like, they didn't make the character and know who the character is. So they could, like, it's so insane that the fandom thinks they know the character better than the writer knows their character. Hi, Jimmy. It was the same thing with Legend of Zelda too. It was the same. This seems to be a problem that wasn't there in the first place. Well, it's a problem that kind of developed over time. Like, for instance, here's an example. Another example. Remember in what was the last Zelda game that came out? The other open world adventure one that came out. Don't get me started on Kingdom Hearts 3. But was Tears of the Kingdom? Or was that the first one? I can't remember. Anyway, the last open world Zelda game that came out, it had a house that you could go to in it, because it takes place several years after the first open world adventure game, open world version of Zelda get made, and this one's a direct sequel to it. So it had a house where Link and Zelda were actually living together, and it's clear that they're in a relationship. They're a couple, and while Link had to dress up like a woman. That's the thing, because Link had to dress up like a woman once. For some reason, the fan base that attached to the new that Legend of Zelda open world game where he dressed up like a woman once, that confirmed to them that Link was gay, and not only or either gay or trans, depends on who you ask, right? But then the next Legend of Zelda game came out, and Link's in a relationship with Zelda, and yeah, they don't seem to get their care. They don't seem to care or get the character. Yeah, no, it was like and they freaked the fuck out. They freaked the fuck out when they saw this house. When this house was found and people went, "Hey, it looks like Link and Zelda actually got together and are living together and are in a relationship." And the amount of people just like, what? Link doesn't like taking it up the ass from the fish man? Or Link's not actually a female identifying trans woman? That's like, Nintendo has betrayed us. Nintendo has ruined the character. And it's like, no, this is just nonsense. You betrayed us. Yeah, it's just like, no, this is your fucking weird fetish that you are projecting onto the character that you wanted to happen so bad. You wanted and it turns out it was all in your fucking head. It turns out you just made that shit up. And you made it canon in your own head because you're insane. Because you have lost your fucking mind. Fanfiction for real. It's not even just fanfiction, because these fanfiction writers have the self-respect to say that their work is not real. It's not the story. It's not what happened. These people are just like, it's fan fiction, but the fan fiction that they've just gone and we've napped it onto reality. Look at Raylos. I don't. Which one was Raylos? Which one was Raylos? I don't remember which one was Raylos was. Let me Google Raylos so I can remember who the fuck this person is. Oh, Raylos. That's because it was written by a bunch of fucking people. That's because it was written by a bunch of fucking people who are just trying to fucking who just tried to throw anything and everything at the fucking screen. It was clearly not set up at all, and JJ was just fucking floundering in the third movie because he was supposed to be done. He was supposed to be done by the time they got to fucking by the time they got to the whatchamacallit, the last the Rise of Skywalker, J.J. Abrams was supposed to be out of Star Wars at that point. That was supposed to be someone else's project. But then that person got ousted, so JJ came in to pick it up. And JJ just went, what's like everything we can throw throw against the wall? Palpatine's back alive. Reylo fans, they want them to kiss? Fuck it, why not? Dagger that points to a dagger made by a Sith Lord by some Sith assassin who decided to write his home address on a fucking dagger that points to a treasure on the Death Star that crashed like 40 years before the fucking before the fucking movie even takes place. Yeah, sure, fuck it, why not? It's like it lines up with the moon at certain points if you get lucky. Yeah. That aren't blinded by a sun certain times again. Thank God it's perfectly gray overcast at all times. Thank God the ruins of the Death Star that landed in this exact fucking spot for this to happen. Because, by the way, if we go by what happened in episode 6, I'm pretty sure the entire Death Star disintegrated. I don't know how it exploded and flew to a completely different planet that was nowhere even fucking near this place. Because remember, it exploded over the moon of Endor. So I don't know how the fuck it got here. This planet that they're on is not even Endor. It's not even the moon of Endor. It's a completely different location. So I don't know how the fuck it got here. And thank God, when it crashed here, it remained in the exact same spot for decades, despite the ever-shifting tides of constantly battering against it. That would surely have caused the whole thing to sink into the sea by this point. But that's fucking Star Wars, man. There's a reason why no one fucking likes Star Wars anymore. And it's because it's shit now. Supposed to be nice to see Leia, who sort of just flies in. Oh yeah, I love where fucking Leia got sucked out into space and Mary Poppins her way back into the story. It's great. And then she dies anyway. And then she dies anyway because the actor died. Just to fucking die. Just to fucking die. That's literally what happened. The power of the many. Oh no, don't even start with the Acolyte. Don't even fucking start with the Acolyte. The amount of insanity in the Acolyte is fucking insane. The story that starts with what did the Jedi do that was so awful? And then we get to the actual end of it and we go, oh wait, the witches were fucking evil this entire time. But the show has no fucking idea. Doesn't seem to realize that it wrote the witches in a way where they're still evil. They're still bad people. Never seen it. It's bad. I'd almost say go watch it if you could pirate it. Because it's kind of remarkable how fuck awful it is. And then the Acolyte insinuates that the witches were manipulated by Plagueis, the real good guy somehow. I don't even know if the show even insinuates that. It just had Plagueis in a fucking cave. So I don't even know if that's true. Like, God only knows what intentions they had with that. I don't even think they knew what the intentions they were going to have with that. Because I don't even know if they even truly believed that this show was even going to get a second season. Plagueis was giving them Force dreams. Did they say that? Or is that just implied? Also, this takes place, like, I don't even think Plagueis is supposed to be even alive at this point, but whatever. God, that was so fucking stupid. God, that was so fucking stupid. Having Plagueis just be there. In general. So fucking dumb. Pain, Dio. Pain, Becco. I can watch it legitimately because I would just get a bundle with it. Why the fuck would you do that, though? Why the fuck would you give Disney any of your money? CG, don't give people who hate you money. Don't do that. They don't deserve it. Just pirate it out of spite. Like I do. No, but it's likely, and they would have been behind the force of the concept of twins, like Anakin was a miracle birth. Oh, they already did the whole undoing that Anakin was a miracle thing because they had the twins being a miracle birth by the force. They basically said that's what happened. They already made Anakin not special. Hey, it wasn't my decision to get. You should strike that person. Whoever that was, go over there and just give him a fucking backhand. How dare you give Disney your money? We could have given that to, we could have used that to buy hard drugs, and that would have been a better purchase than giving money to Disney. Striking my mom. Coward. Coward! He was the ultimate Mad Force scientist, and he could have been the only one for that. Yeah, true. So Anakin's mother lied. I doubt Shmi would know anything about anything, but anyway. The God only knows what Shmi actually knew. But I do know that we let's see. Is that better? Honestly, probably not. Honestly, I think I should just re-dye that down. Warhammer model? Yeah, we're painting a Warhammer mini. Anyway, while I'm screaming, while we're watching stuff about the My Hero Academia fan base. While we're watching the cringe stuff of the My Hero Academia fan base. Serrated axe, very aggressive. It's a cog axe, actually. It's not even serrated, it's cogs. Like a gear. But we're close to done with this guy. I only know Toga. Well, you're about to learn about the cringe fan base.
And in some cases, created their own scenarios involving said ship. But it did eventually get worse, because you had people, as said, take it way too seriously to the point where they would start a whole crusade if someone said anything negative about their ship, or heaven forbid shipped a character a part of their ship with somebody else. This led to a lot of infighting with like guerrilla warfare infighting. It was quite common to see things like death threats and
where's Toga? I don't know.
From one ship to another, and it even escalated to the point where these people would get angry and spike their cortisol.
Like I said, the show was fine. It was okay for a couple seasons.
Suggested their ship, which already had a 1% win rate of happening, was not in fact going to be canon. A key example was with the Bakugo and Deku ship, where in the show and manga it heavily suggests Deku and Araka have an interest in each other, instead of Deku being interested in the guy who bullied him for over half his life. And unfortunately for those fans, the story was not going to curve in a way where all along it was some tsundere I actually like you, but I'm going to act like I hate you type shit. And in the chapters where it shows Deku is obviously interested in Araka, the Baku Deku fans would lose their shit. In one event,
every time
started spamming the creator's social media because they wanted him to make their ship happen, which wasn't the first time the creator.
Imagine you're the writer for fuck with this show. At least Mashell was funny. Mashell confuses me as a fucking show. Like, try to riddle me this, Batman. All right, I watch Mashell, and I sit here and watch the shit this man does. I watch him break dance to create a fucking tornado that destroys fucking continents. I watch this man pick up an iron wand that no one can pick up and then mold that iron wand with his bare fucking hands into a tennis racket. I watched this man fucking throw a giant across a mountain, and you still have motherfuckers come over to me and says, this guy can't use magic. Bullshit. Liars. Everyone is lying. Max is lying. That's clearly magic. The god level strength that bends reality. Magic, yeah. Just like, I just find it really funny. I find it really funny that when people realize that he can't use magic, they just universally agree that he can't use magic. When someone says, look, this guy can't use magic, and then they see the shit this man does, you would think that the first thing the person would do is look at him and look at their friend and go, why are you lying to me? He can clearly use magic. Look, he just caused a tornado by kicking his legs. No regular human strength can do that. That clearly has to be magic. They just go and they watch a man fucking rub the wand on the ground so fast that it creates a fucking firestorm, and then go, yeah, that's normal. They would probably believe. Yeah, I can't believe that a single fucking person in that show doesn't believe he's magic. Yeah, it would just be like, oh, he's clearly using like some kind of enhancement magic. Where you said he was using muscle magic, and they're just like, it does sound weird when he says it, but then you see what he does, so like, okay, so there's gotta be some kind of fucking truth to that, because there's no fucking way it's just normal working out. No, there's no way he just works out a lot. I mean, which is just what it actually is, but it's still. He doesn't even say muscle man. He does say, he says muscle maho when he fucking grabs someone and fucking slams them into the ground. Remember muscle magic hell dive? Where he fucking, where he knocks them up in the air and he grabs them and does that fucking tombstone dive with them to slam their fucking head into the ground? Yeah, maho is Japanese for magic. Yeah. Maho Sky. There's Maho Sky. That was just technique. No, he just starts saying that it's, quote, magic. When it's not magic, it's just him beating the shit out of someone. Where he just denies gravity? Yeah, the one where he just denies gravity. The one where the gravity's being pushed upon him and he doesn't care. Or the one where he just kicks his feet really fast and just fucking flies. Remember when the guy was trying to shoot the metal magic at him with all the spears, and he was just kicking his feet really fast and flying over them? Yeah, like, you just gotta believe. There's always money at the first bank of SpongeBob. Follow me, and it's empty. It's like, oh, it's empty. That's just, yeah. I just don't believe for a second that everyone just immediately agrees that he doesn't have magic. It's so fucking insane when you actually like look out at it. The part with the jar and the fly comes out. Oh yeah. Or like the part where he plays fucking where he plays tennis with the fucking statue that nullifies all pain, and then fucking beats the limit on what that pain threshold it can absorb is. And then strikes that man in the head with the fucking iron tennis racket. Where I'm pretty sure he just fucking dies at that point. The story says that, oh no, he gets to feel pain now, and he passes out. I'm sure he's dead. I'm pretty sure Mash just killed that man. But anyway.
was targeted for some of the story choices he made from My Academia. Around 2021, he would receive an influx of death threats due to the fact in the story
Classy.
he made it look like the character Endeavor, who initially was this terrible, abusive father, was on some sort of redemption arc where he realized how much of a shit stain he was and was trying to improve himself and the relationship with his kids. And because Horikoshi was slowly fleshing him out as a half-decent character, some people online thought he shouldn't be portraying this fictional previously abusive character as anything but a bad person, so they
forgiveness, yes. You can't show someone working to get better and solving their fundamental problems to try to seek some sort of redemption in their life. He must be a miserable monster forever and ever and ever and ever. And if you show it in any other light, how dare you? What a reasonable stance we're taking here. Insanity. The insanity on display will never not be entertaining. With me, I'm putting myself on the one character. Man, I don't agree with the storyline being done whatsoever. Better start sending death threats to the author. That'll surely get what I want to happen. You fucking psychopath.
Death threats. Over a fictional character, by the way. But events like this, the overexposure, the excessive posting, and the shipping, all were responsible for where the community is to this day and having the reputation of being toxic, cringe, and one of the worst anime communities. But
yeah, I can believe that.
Came about during the peak of its popularity, around 2021, and it's been some time since then. The main anime has recently ended. Yes, there is a spin-off anime that got a decent amount of attention, but not as much as the main storyline.
Yeah, no one really cares about Vigilante that much. No one cares about it.
It previously was, and a lot of the people within the community have grown up and moved on since then. So it begs the question, in the current year, is the My Academia community still just as cringy and toxic, or has it gotten worse or better? Well, looking at
probably better, since most of the people are gone now.
Regarding the cringe, it's more people doing it for irony's sake, less people doing it without self-awareness. Don't get me wrong, the community is still active, but it's more just edits, animations, and people reminiscing over how cringe it used to be. You do get the odd post claiming how other anime communities are doing the same things they were doing in 2021, but they don't get as nearly as much as they did. A common example used is the Chainsaw Man community. I still can't get that one fucking "We Came to Goon" audio out of my head after
What? The "We Came" what? The what? Huh?
Instagram Reels exposed it to me. There's also the Jujutsu Kaisen community.
Okay.
But to be fair, they have enough self-awareness to know they are posting cringe and brain rot. Regarding toxicity.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. I think most of the other communities are very self-aware. Like the Chainsaw Man community, the JJK community. I think they're pretty self-aware that they're being very cringe. Right? I think it's all just a meme to them. I don't even know where it is. Is there going to be like a night? No, Hero Academia is over. My Hero Academia finished just like a year ago, or like half a year ago. They're done. There's going to be no more. It's over, man. The nightmare's over. You can finally be free. The sun has come out. You're free. I have freed myself. Did Toga win? No. It ended with Deku beating All for One with the power of friendship. He lost his powers for a little bit, and then All Might gave him an Iron Man suit like 5 years later. So he could go be a hero again, and that's how the show ends. So, Fuck Toga.
It's significantly improved, especially with things like the game of battleships. There are still posts involving ships, but a lot less, and there's less arguments surrounding them. They seem to have adopted.
Well, yeah, you can't argue about a ship when the show's over, and there's clearly not going to be, and we've clearly already ended where that's going to go.
There is a ship that contradicts theirs, but yeah, to me it seems like a lot of the core fan base.
I guess people like that main character.
This has grown up or moved on since it ended, and that has led to a lot of the problems and cringe this community was known for being less prevalent. It's actually quite tame now compared to its prime. But even with that said, it still has a dog shit reputation, and admitting you're a
it'll probably never not have the dog shit reputation.
Decline to your social credit score.
Kachan, sing the song, please!
Fine, I'll sing it, Deku! Kachan, you can call me Kachan.
So in conclusion...
What the fuck? These fucking little notes in between have been very interesting. People are fighting over ships? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The Bakugo Midoriya ship was very strong. And people were very crazy about that.
I have a confession to make. I used to be a My Hero Academia fan. Which is not really a fucking secret. The videos I made when I was still a little spam cell are still on this channel, and I've been very open about it. I wasn't like a die-hard fan. I never really got into ships. I just liked the story and the characters. I even had multiple My Hero Academia phone cases for multiple years, which did lead to bullying. But eventually, as I grew up, I got less interested in it, especially as I was introduced to other animes. But yeah, I was a cringe My Hero Academia fan in the past as well, so I have the credentials to make this video. Fuck you. The community back then was a vastly different place compared to where
I've had people who kind of people who like what kind of people like Kobayashi Dragon Maid's. Very few episodes were funny and the memes were great, but the show lost me. I watched it. It was pretty alright. It was a pretty good show. It just kind of little slice of life with some Yuri Dragon nonsense. It's not really something I really took very seriously. That's for sure. Just hit that there. There we go. I think this weapon's done, though. I need to touch up the brown a little bit, but this weapon's close to done. Overlord Claymore. Ah, see, you're being the old man. You're being a Grobnar, are you? Back in my day, my animes were great and amazing. No, I really the only anime one of the animes I really did enjoy, and it's a recent anime, is Frieren. Frieren, I do really love Frieren. Do you have any Weird Boys? I do not. I wish I had the old metal Weird Boy, the 4th edition Weird Boy, but I ain't got him. I haven't seen him in years. Overlord should have another season? Fuck Ainz. Tanya the Evil's getting another season, and that's fucking great. Ainz can go fuck himself. We're getting Tanya the Evil. More war crimes! Woo! Geneva Conventions, more like Geneva Suggestions. But no, I don't like Overlord. I don't like Overlord specifically because of Ainz Ulgon. I don't like him as a character. The saga is just World War II have had magic. Correction, CG. It's if World War I had magic. Bleh. He's annoying a few times. It's just the thing that kills me about his character, about Ainz's character, is that he never seems to know what's going on. What, you like the universe? You mean generic fantasy? It's a no-hitter shitter. No, there's no hitter shitter. This is German Empire, Germany, not Nazi Germany. This is before all that. It's still plenty of war crimes to be done, But you can tell that by the way that many of the characters, many of the factions in Tanya the Evil, and many of the factions in Tanya the Evil are using many of the tactics that people thought would be very good in World War I, until they realize that, wait a minute, charging men in filed line formations into machine gun fire gets them killed very fast. Where everyone brought out their favorite toys because they just didn't know what they were actually going to work, how things were going to work. Mustard gas, yeah, lots of mustard gas. There's some vehicles, but not many. Like the planes, for instance. You notice like a lot of the planes were like biplanes, or barely even more advanced than biplanes. Especially since like the ones that were shot down didn't even have like the cockpit closed. And the cockpit wasn't even enclosed. Using 10 tons of TNT over one city is really powerful technique. Yes, dropping a lot of bombs on people works really well. Shocking. Can you go outside, Viper? I think Viper needs to go outside. Hold on, I'll be right back. Come on, you go outside. Housekeeper. Big boom is all it needs. So it basically, Tanya is just World War I, but there's magic. World War I, but their magic exists, and they use it as basically light attack shock troops to fly down through the air and bayonet a motherfucker or shoot them with their new semi-automatic rifles, semi-automatic / bolt action rifles. It's a very interesting take on magic, and I really do actually like it quite a lot. I really do vibe with it quite a lot because it is just like, man, that if magic existed, that probably would be how people would use it. And like if magic existed during the First World War, that is probably how people would use it. It's like it's used in very experimental ways that are very like, they're kind of just like, okay, this kind of makes sense, but not sure if it's a very good idea. Flying around with a gun. It's really good. It's really good. And Tanya's a fucking awful person. Love her for it. See, unlike Ainz, Tanya's actually a bastard, and she knows it, and she doesn't care. Ainz just is too fucking stupid to ask basic questions to people around him. Or, not even too stupid to ask basic questions around him. That's not the way to phrase it. He just shunts his responsibilities onto other people and doesn't like actually accept responsibility for his actions, or that his actions have caused these series of events to happen, and has the gall to get mad at other people for things that he did. And while is the plot good? The plot's pretty good. It's an isekai show, so it starts with reincarnation. The reincarnation of the person this happens all in the first episode, it's not really spoilers. The reincarnation is a businessman who is he's basically a ruthless businessman at a company. He usually treats people around him like shit. If they're not contributing to society, he's basically just like, they're useless, they're worthless. And this ruthless behavior ends up getting him killed because someone just pushes him in front of a train. He ends up talking to God. And God's just like, man, I'm really getting fucking tired of all these humans. They seem to all just act selfishly. They seem to all just be a bunch of fucking assholes. None of them pray to me anymore. And then he's just like, and instead of just like, groveling at least a little bit, God's literally talking to you right now. He goes, why the fuck would anyone pray to God when most of their needs are already met? When they don't have to deal with basically anything anyone would have to deal with when they were praying. People use praying to God as a crutch. When their life is good, why would they even need God? And God takes an interest in that God goes, oh, okay, so what you're saying is, if I put you in a shit situation, you would turn to me. You would pray to me, right? And he's just like, well, no, don't, and he just like, and so God puts a challenge in front of him. All right, you're going to get reincarnated into another world. All right, you have to survive in that other world until you die a natural death. It has to be a natural death. It can't be killed in any other way. Can't be disease. Has to be can live a complete full life. If he wins that bet, God will reincarnate him any way that he wants. If he loses that bet, God gets to send him to hell. So basically, it's a game of Tanya trying to figure out a way to get away from battles as much as possible, while trying to basically survive in this world that's about to be torn apart by World War I. Trying to get away from the conflict as much as possible so that she can beat God in this bet. Which then God, cheats like a motherfucker. The little kid does a little finagling, does a little pushing around. And also Tanya gets hit by her own hubris, I guess, in a way. Because she still has the mentality of a businessman, especially the mentality of a person who believes if you are not contributing, then you are worthless. That mindset ends up biting her in the ass because she forgets successful people don't get less work, they get more work. So, but it's really good. It's a really good show, and I'm happy that it's finally getting a second season. I'm happy it's finally getting a second season. It deserved more seasons way more than Overlord did. Kind of in a hostage god situation. Yeah, but it's not really the same though. And a hostage god situation isn't really a hostage situation. It's a competition. It's a bet. It's a wager. Ainz is just kind of like it's being held hostage by God. Is this the manga? I only know the show. This isn't both the show and the manga for Tanya. Or are we talking about for Overlord? Which are we talking about here? Let me just touch this up here. I should really get this done before I forget. I got so distracted by what I was saying that I completely forgot to finish this up. Yeah. Slime is fun. I also don't like slime. Mainly because the world and slime really bends over backwards to take out any amount of bite or challenge that little fucker has to face. But anyway, you were talking about the bet. Yeah, I was talking about the bet. Well, I told you about the bet. The thing, and like, if it was just like a happy-go-lucky slice of life adventure, right, where there's not really that much challenges in the isekai world, I probably wouldn't be so mad about slime. But the problem with slime is it wastes your fucking time. It wastes your fucking time by pretending that there are actual threats on the horizon, and then they get steamrolled. They get undercut and steamroll and die. Like, take what the fuck was his name? Not Charybdis. The Overlord who spent the longest amount of time being the one plotting behind the scenes while Rimuru was getting everything together, right? I forget what it was, like the vampire-looking motherfucker. I forget his name. He was like the first antagonist guy. Yeah. The one puppet guy who lived in the Dracula castle. And they spend a fucking whole, like, 3 seasons building this guy up, only for him to get completely undercut when the Demon Lords finally assemble and Rimuru's become a Demon Lord himself. And he's supposed to be like some kind of plan together to stop Rimuru in some way. Like, his best plan was to whine like a bitch, try to do a mind control thing on Milliam, which didn't work. And she just kind of tricked him into thinking that it did work when it didn't. And then he gets the shit beaten out of him by Shion and dies. And like in 3 seasons wasted on this motherfucker to try to build him up as an antagonist, to try to say like, oh, when his plan comes to fruition, watch out, it's really gonna be a something. And they frame him in fucking dark lights. They play serious music when he's around. They fucking try to do every trick in the book to try to make this man seem intimidating, and then he just fucking dies. And then they do it again with another character. With fucking Hinata. Not Hinata, but the fucking the guild guy, who also gets swept under the table immediately. Like, fuck me, man. Come on. Like, at least if you're gonna, like, make it easy mode. No, was it the church? Maybe it was the church. I'm not entirely sure. No, yeah, it was the church. It was the church. You're right. But still, like, come on. If you're gonna waste, like, don't waste my time. Don't waste my motherfucking time with nonsense that you don't intend to follow up on. If you want someone to be a serious fucking antagonist, an actual threat, then you have to let him be that threat. Let them be that threat. If you don't want them to be a threat and you don't care about them being a threat and that's not the kind of show this is, then don't waste my fucking time with it. Don't waste my fucking time with it. That's all I'm asking. I stopped watching after it became some sort of demon slime. I've kept up with the current season, so I know what's going on. They're working on their little dungeon project, and they just beat the green, what the fuck were their names? The team that was using exploits to get further into the dungeon than anyone else, pretty much. Their custom dungeon that they made than anyone else. And they, and Rimuru and Veldora and the Demon Lord Fairy Girl and another character, they possessed little custom-made monsters to beat them. I see slime as a comedy. It would be fine if it was just a comedy. But I'm saying that the show wastes time trying to build up villains, trying to build up characters, trying to build up antagonists, I guess you could say, that are going to be an issue down the line. And so far, the show, when they reach that point when they have to pay this check that they set up, when they have to fucking, they've been writing checks now they have to fucking pay for it. They fumble the ball every time. And it seems like the next antagonist is going to be the same. It's aggravating. It's very aggravating to deal with. It's just something that really just like makes me not enjoy watching the show. If we were just and it's funny because they made a slice of life version of slime. I think the next one gets killed by the main character. Oh my god, yeah, that's what I love to hear. It's funny because like they made a slice of life version of slime. They made this. It already exists. But instead of just like, and I liked watching that more than I liked watching the actual show, because at least that one came forward with its intentions on what we're actually doing and stuck with it. As opposed to slime, as opposed to the actual main series, which just sells me on things that aren't true. Grogu. What about Grogu? If another show that seems like he will never grow up. Oh, I mean, he'll grow. That's not the thing. Like, unlike Grogu, he will actually grow. It just doesn't seem like that it's just going to be any actual, like, antagonistic threat, you know? She gets killed by the guildmaster. Oh, that's incredibly unsatisfying. Anyway,
one of the most cringy, toxic communities, and it's going to stay that way till another community takes that title. But as said before, there are a few competitors right now, but they have a long way to go till they surpass My Hero Academia. But yeah, just something I wanted to talk about today. I hope you get spam cramps, and that's all I had to say, and bye-bye.
Why would you wish something so evil on everyone? Anyway. But yeah, that's the My Hero Academia community. It's pretty cringe. I know how the light novel ends. Did the light novel end? I thought it was still going. I don't know. He doesn't seem to really want to develop as a kid. It doesn't seem want to like change much as a character. The one time they kind of threatened that he was going to do that was when Shion died. That was the one time they threatened that he was going to actually, like, have to deal with the consequences of his actions, but then, you know, they kind of just whipped out, oh, by the way, we can just revive people from the dead, so. I'm not now that we've established that revivification is a thing, and it doesn't seem very hard, yeah, that's kind of undercut some of the plot a little bit. Yeah, it was an ending, but like still keeps going. So it wasn't an ending. It's what you're saying. By the way, this is what this guy looks like now. Look at that. That's pretty sick. He came out really well. Now we just need to get his backpack on, but we're not done with his backpack yet. We still have to clean off all the streaking grime on the backpack. But I'm going to have to be done for tonight because it is late. Close, though. It's a cog boy. Yeah, it's a tech priest. It is part of the Mechanicus, but this model is an old model. This is back when the Mechanicus didn't actually have a faction, and they were just wrapped up in the Imperial Guard. So this is an old metal tech priest that used to be part of, that was just, this would be the tech priest you would have for your Imperial Guard army back in the day, who would fix your tanks. So he is, as the Imperial Guard would affectionately call, a cog boy. Yeah, the Mechanicus was always a faction in 40k in the lore. It's pretty much existed since 2nd or 3rd edition Warhammer. But they never had a full, like, army faction like they do today. Nowadays, since 7th edition Warhammer back in 2012, they got a whole faction range added to them of the Mechanicus, the Skitarii, and the Adeptus Mechanicus. I just do want to tell you. Oh, no. Okay, so it properly ended in 20... Oh, man, it didn't end that long ago, though. It didn't end that long ago. Insane. But yeah, but up until 7th edition, back in 3rd edition, these were basically the models that represented the Mechanicus. Was just the tech priests in the Imperial Guard, who were in charge of basically maintaining all the tanks and weapons of the Imperial Guard army. So they maintain the Chimeras, the Leman Russes, the Hydras, the Basilisks, the Imperial Guard lasguns, heavy bolters, mortars, las cannons, flamers, and were basically the representatives of the Mechanicus for each regiment that they were a part of. So it was, and many times they represent Mechanicus interests in the area. Like they would be part of, either they were part of the regiment for a long period of time, coming from whatever world they came from, or they would be attached to them later, or they would be part of the whatever local Mechanicus sources were around at the time. Such as they went to a planet that had a Forge world on it. And these would be representatives of that Mechanicus. Of that Mechanicus group. But anyway, let's find someone who we can raid out to. As I look away from my screen so you can see my model freeze. As I look away from the camera so you can see my model freeze. Do you want me to tell you? I'm sure I'll hear about the ending eventually. Ooh, we got 2 people on. We got Celeste and we got Killa. Who else do we have? Let's raid Killa, because we haven't raided Killa for a while. No problem. It's been fun. We're almost done with this man. I'm so close to being done with him. Once again, I got distracted by videos. Next week we'll get him done for sure. Anyway, thank you all for coming. I appreciate you all. I hope you all had fun. And I will see you all again later. Everyone have a good one. Goodbye.